What up, brother?
Hey,
Yeah, I did a little pit stop from folding clothes and doing computer stuff. No, but
what's that?
so this. Oh, I said I'll take a break from doing folding clothes and doing my computer stuff. I've been doing it all day actually. I
Okay.
have too much computer. But anyways, for the so hey Cameron, how
Thanks
you
for
doing?
wanting
How's
me.
it going, man? But as far as that goldfish talk, right? So this is the breakdown. I got taught this in 0809 roughly, right? From older black cat. Like he at the time I was like 30. Don't quote me now. Like 32, 33 potentially. I forget honestly. But anyways, so
Okay.
he was like 56, and he was like explaining about relationships and life. He's like, oh, me personally, I love talking to older folk because they're obviously older than us. They they got wisdom. They've learned things their own way or what they was taught, etc. So I'm always loving talking to older people. They have more wisdom, as they say. So with that said, we're talking about relationships. It was basically him, and then there was like a bunch of different nationalities, so young about my age at the time being, and we're talking about relation. He was just listening. There was conversations. And then he's like, at the end, he was just like, "Can I give you some like input? You guys don't have to listen to me. You don't have to believe anything I'm saying, but this is the way I've done it. When I was he's talking about mid 30s, about your guys' age, able to behave doing, and it's worked for me. I like, go for it. And he's like, so this is this is called goldfish. Like, cool, goldfish. I was like, the card game. He's like, there you go. That's why it's easy. Like, cool, goldfish card game, cool. So this is what you do when you're dating somebody. Whatever you're into, gay shit, whatever you're into. He's all you're matching your cards up every which way, right? So, but he's all you tell him up front, just hey, you like me, I like you, yeah, okay. And then I loved it ever since then. And I've always done it. He's and some people, that's why I tell people, the boys and girls will get offended. I don't care what age you are, the men and women will vibe with it. So the boys and girls, he was saying like, I want to get to know you today, not tomorrow, because I don't want to
Uh-huh.
waste time. I'm getting older. I can't, this time, we can waste this time was definitely, but none of us gonna get it back. And so that with that
Yeah.
said, we'll do goldfish. So people like at first they'll be like, okay, cool, a little weirded about it because now you're being like straight blunt, like I want to get to know you guys today, not tomorrow. So with
Yeah.
that said, like my girl now, we're very blessed, and so I did go typically ask the female if we like each other, interested in each other, go. I explained goldfish, like I explained to you guys, but with her it was natural. We actually talked about it without me even asking her, hey, this is the way I do it. We hope we get compare our cards and all, and it was natural. That's why I'm very blessed with my girl as now. But with that said, so you just drop it on me. Okay, so you like me? Yes, I like you. Cool. We understand that part. Cool. We're on the same page. So me personally, I don't believe in dates, but we can just go have lunch, dinner, etc. Let's talk about it. But just be ready to have a full conversation because I want to get to know about you every which way today, not tomorrow. And then when you meet up, etc., then this is where you get the females that have kids, right? Even males that have kids, vice versa. The female, I tell people, females use against the guys, but have kids. I tell the females, okay,
Yeah.
remember, we're gonna have a goldfish, we're gonna ask questions. I say 1,000 now. At the time being, I said 100, right? Because traditional ways is 100. So I tell them, keep it 100 with me. Whatever I ask, please give it 100, and vice versa. Ask me whatever you like. I'm not a virgin, right? And vice
Uh-huh.
versa. But I would tell the females, are you a virgin? They'd be like, how am I a virgin? I got kids. I go, remember your answer, but I'm asking you again, are you a virgin? No, I have kids. Okay, cool. Remember that. Remember your answer. And it's very correct. Obviously, you're not a virgin. You have kids. I'm not a virgin. I got kids also, right? So with that
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
cool. We established virgins, right? So we started doing used to basic talk, like what do you like? What's your do's and don'ts? What's your red flags? What's your jealousy level? Whatever question it is, just go back and forth, back and forth. You're just matching your cards. Okay, we're good. Like some people don't like, like me. Me personally, I'm not a jealous person. I believe this. If your person to cheat, they're gonna cheat. You can't stop them. You can slow them down, but they're gonna see. They can eventually cheat anyways. So why stress
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
worry about it if they're gonna what? You know.
Yeah.
So me personally, the females I've been with, which is not very many as far as relationship wise, I didn't care. They can show, the body cleavage. I didn't care. I tell people, eye candy, look, don't touch, etc. It's called it's human nature and have respect. You see I tell my girl now. I see, anywhere on TikTok or in person, yeah, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous, and leave it at that. I'm not undressing her and gawking every which way. People forget the difference between respect and enjoying, and that's it. No, no,
Yeah.
no, no passive battle. So
Yeah.
so that said, you just go back and forth, and this is where it gets like it escalates really fast. And this is once again, this is where you really test the person as an individual, if they're a boy or girl or a man or woman. And then I tell females, okay, cool, we matched it up, we're good, good. I go, I'm gonna bump it up quite a bit. 100. Like, what do you mean? Remember I asked in the beginning if you're a virgin. You said like no because you have kids. Correct, cool. What about TLC? And they're like TLC. Like, well, I don't like to say sex intercourse. I keep it PG. So TLC is a nicer way to say, so it's not as blunt. And they'd be like, and then so they'd be like, oh, you want to talk about sex? I'm like, yeah, intercourse. Like, why? I'm like, I want to get to know. Once again, I want to get to know you today, not tomorrow. So with that said, this is where it escalates. Can you talk about it? And majority be like, no, the traditional answer, which they always say, they'd be like, to talk about that, I got to get to know you or be with you to do that. And I was like, correct. That's a traditional answer, most definitely. Now, it's not me. I don't say the word scenario, right? I'd be cool. So, no, the way you responded, like you said, you have to be with me to know, to talk about that or do that. Except traditional answer, right? And with that said, can you hear me? You might not be able to hear me because
your mic went down.
someone's calling me. Oh yeah, you can't hear
Some,
me.
something happened. I can't hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody was calling. I had to hang up on them. I apologize. But so with
No, it's
that
okay.
said, which one call it? So that's what I told him. Okay, traditional answer, and that's traditional answer. Definitely, you have to be with me to talk about that. Do that most definitely. But I tell him, okay, I'm gonna give you a scenario. So you give me a traditional answer. Here's a scenario. So you rather let's date. Let's become a partner, whatever relationship, right? And let's whatever. I'm gonna wait for TLC, whatever, 1 month, a year. Let's do that, right? And let's
Yeah.
say, when it comes down to TLC wise, let's say I stuck you stuck, right? Whatever. It's not working out right there. So then I just get up and you get up and leave. So we wasted our time physically to find out the TLC sucks. And I got up and left, you up and left. We can't get that time back. So you don't want to tell me verbally likes and dislikes about that. Because that's my personal opinion. Relations fail about 70% good TLC. One person likes it, one person loves it. That's why I have like and love right here. Simple as that. The person that loves it, it's 24/5. It's natural. It's not it's not lustful. It's just because you divinely desire your partner. That's part of that's it. The person that likes it, so basically the person that loves it, I call them DTF. So what's it again? Jersey Shore. I imagine you see Jersey Shore. So I took
I've
their
seen a couple.
analogy. Yeah. So DTFs are basically blunt version is down the fuck. So that, it's very
Yeah.
blunt, right? So typically us M's we're DTS, we're lovers, healers, and overthinkers, right? So we love our TLC. Whoever we lay down, we become passionate with them, become one with them. And narcissists, they like it, they don't love it. They're emotional DTS. It's on their time. It has to be in their mood. They can't do whenever they want. They'll do it in the very beginning because they're lusting. After that, it becomes a chore. You see, and with that said, that's why when narcissists, that's 1,000 the way they are. But with that said, like, a lot of people talk about this section. That's why I say my categories. They have tradition, hurt, and offense. That narcissist trait, the exact same thing. Love bomb you, sell you a dream, emotional DTFs. That's like my action. As I tell you, I love you to death, etc. Like as I tell you, I love you to leave me. All the stuff that I speak right now in the Spanish culture, it sounds crazy talk, and I'll be crazy. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But I already figured out the matrix since I have all the things out in July 3rd.
Gotcha.
So with that said, I was like, with that said, I have to do a stages to the video response from Anika. I have to finish talking about the rest of the etc. because I have all about it. So with that said, I'll do tonight finally catch up with everybody, and I'll respond to your what all my Aikas etc. So I have to do like three or four more parts to it. But with that said, that's why I tell everybody, like before I probably started terminology maybe like last November roughly. That's why my ex and I we had a video chat. I was like, "There's no ways." To me personally, like where everybody has narcissist traits, no matter what, 1,000, right? So with that said, I told we talk too good, we vibe too good, we do corporate way too good. You can't be a narcissist, and that's why I created my categories. Like, now we're both there. That's why I said two broken people can try to date, and I've dealt with people here on TikTok, and they ask me, like my girl and I, we met each other. Like she's not as broken as I am, but I'm broken. And do you think we'll survive? I'm gonna go. Well, I have don't define logic. So logic, speaking wise, potentially not. But I'm gonna tell you this. Just tell your girlfriend I said this also. Your boyfriend, whatever. As long as you both don't fall, it's gonna be a rough ride because you're both broken. You did not take time to fully heal 1,000 on yourself. And with that said,
Yeah.
it's a break it down in the real world. It's all the individual. You can have all the therapists, all the counselors, all the support in the world. 1,000. That's beautiful. I had 10. I got blessed, but it was like they all told me, I'll guide you. Like they guided me. But it's all in your head. It's all in your head. And the only person that can fix you is you. And that's it. That's like that. That's what I mean by
They said that
like
when I went to
I tell
therapy. That's
people
what they said too.
say that again, I'm sorry.
I say when I went to therapy, that's what they said too. Like they always say recommend never to date when you're like if you go into like the like intensive care or whatever, like don't date anybody from there or anything like that because like you said, for two broken people, like they just become so enmeshed with each other, they end up bringing each other down instead of up.
Oh yeah,
Like it's
exactly.
just because what it is.
Oh yeah, that's why I made my comments. I know it's a true toxic relationship to be. You're just not knowing because in the beginning it feels good. Like
Yeah,
now
it's
that I know my
intense.
ex-wife, what are we? All amps are what? We're lovers, healers, and overthinkers. So in the beginning, you tell your story, or for example, here on TikTok, right? So here on TikTok or any platform, when you go live, and you talk about your relationship, how what you
I think you got a call again.
let me. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem.
Once again, majority of females get like they'll get scared of the TLC problem, and I explain to them, okay, scenario with the woo, and after that they'd be, oh, you know what, okay, let's talk about it. I go, there you go, you see, because now we match the cards up, and if we're good, then we potentially try. If not, then if I love it, because once again, empathists, we're lovers and healers, so whatever we do, we put passion into it, and if you want to reject it from it, then we're not like that, and then to I tell people when you date somebody or you become official, if now that I know that now, etc. You don't change yourself for nobody. That's what I tell my girl now. Like, so what do you think about us? I'm like, we're blessed. Why so? On myself, finally at 30, at the time being when I was still 39 years old, I go 39 years. It took me 39 years of my life. Two long-term relationships, more than narcissist, 12 years, garbage as relationship. She's a lost cause. Three girls, and my ex now, I heard him, 7 years, four boys, blood, and number five with a stepson. I go, took me 39 years of my life to finally I could be my, so when I was with nobody for that little limited time slot, I was still hurt, but I was now I can be myself. I can laugh, do whatever, speak the way I speak, and I'm good, right? But as soon as I get in a
Yeah,
relationship, now I got to change my ways, the way I speak, the way they criticize me. I'm like, and then what do you want to do? Since they're your partner, you change your ways for them to please them, to make them happy, not to make yourself happy. That's a no-no. Anyone that loves you to the fullest and love you the way you are. Simple as that. If you're doing mistakes, and let's say it's a common sense mistake, understandable. That's called constructive criticism. They do it because they love you, etc. That's understandable. But if they're just talking
yeah,
BS, if your partner's talking BS to you, man, that's a no-no. And that's
yeah,
like once again, a lot of people they talk about dark empaths, but in reality, like the one traditional last time with narcissist traits, we do that. We criticize. We talk about BS. Do you think we do because we're bored? No, we don't. First and foremost, I tell everybody, two small words, two small big words. Empath, narcissist. If you don't know what that means or heard early in life, there's a problem in your whole life, man. Two small big words. If that's the reason why you struggle, if the reason why, because why? Schools didn't teach you, parents didn't teach you. It's traditional cycles. It's going on forever, and then you think you're the only one doing this. If your parents, if you go to your parents, mom, dad, empathy narcissist, what you know what that is? They tell you what's that? No, there you go. They suffer like you suffered. You're just doing generational cycle. You got to break it,
yeah,
but when you break it, with that said, expect repercussions. All the family, you're crazy. All your so-called friends, you're crazy. Because that girl, because that guy, now you're speaking all this crazy talk. You're gonna get massive criticism going at you. You don't fold. A lot of people will fold, and that's me personally. I've always I got bothered in the very now I'm better about it, but in the beginning when I was saying what I'm saying, I'm just like there. I'll say a million times on TikToks and here in my life, your life, anybody's life. There's no way in the world my little stuff from Yakima, Washington, Little Mexico, etc., that I'm saying what I'm saying. In the whole world, I don't care where you from, what tongue you speak. Like I can't be. I'm not the only one saying this. Yes, when people are here on TikTok about narcissist, empath, most definitely, but they're not saying what I'm saying. Like they sugarcoat it. Like no, just like tell people like not, which I will do TikTok pretty soon about it. I need to catch up myself, but like if you're going through relationship wise, etc., obviously you're down, right? All these TikToks, these famous TikTokers, quote unquote, they talk about is typically narcissism, definitely, or they do I call it sad talks because they get you in your feelings. Like you're down as it is. They probably cheated, got up and left you, etc. Right, and that shit hurts most definitely every which way. But why do you want to keep watching these sad talks that just put you in more depression? Like as it is, yo, you're down. I tell people I'm blunt. You're fucked. You're done. It does. I was there
yeah,
with you. It
yeah,
does not hurt. So why do you want to keep watching? Did it hurt you? I was there. No, don't, that didn't put you more in the hole. You want to get out of the hole a little bit. Don't keep digging. And all you're
yeah,
doing is what you gonna call it. You're digging that hole deeper, and then from there, why that's why I tell people if you do have a support team, like a lot of us don't, because we think, not know that no one's going through this. I'm the only one. Guess what? You're gonna fall on your face hardcore, like I did. It took me 5.5 years because no one knows what I'm going through. It took me 5.5 years losing my brother to finally let go of my first baby mom. 12 years. That's pathetic. That's a long time wasted on the wrong person. And we're praying to God to change. You can pray to God all you want. God's like, yo, I'm telling you, but I'm right by your side. I have never left you. I can't change them. They're done. That's a narcissist. They're done 1,000. So, but you'll get it eventually because, you have to go through your awakening or talk to the right people.
I went to the altar too when I used to go to this private Christian
Hey,
college
Money, how you
for a
doing
while
this?
when I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
studying music education. I did the same thing. I'd be sitting there going to the altar, praying for the family and all that stuff, and she's sitting there going on cheating on me like nothing, like it's nothing. It's like
Exactly. And that's the thing.
whatever.
Like, okay, so,
She doesn't
and
even
that's
believe in God.
what are
Nothing.
you guys talking about?
So it's
Oh,
like
empathy,
that's the
narcissist,
other thing.
relationships, life.
Not, like none of the narcissists I really know actually really believe in God. Like they don't.
No, we see. Right. So with that said, right. So I'm gonna do a TikTok about that. It's gonna piss off the religion world. I don't care if you're Buddhist or because for the most part, our religions know of our religions, being Christian, Catholic, Mormon, etc. Right. So with that said, like your statement you just said, right. So I'm gonna make a TikTok. And I tell all my people here locally or people are on TikTok. I go check it out. If you want to go by if you want to go by the rules of like religion, right? By
Mhm.
rules, they say the devil cannot step into God's house, correct? According to the rules, right? The way we're taught, so quote unquote. But I tell people correct. But here's the kicker: the devil's disciples can. Everyone, who's that? All the narcissists, right? How many narcissists are in the church? Hella. But at the same time, traditional law stand, but narcissist traits do the same thing. How many people, like you said, like your ex-wives and all our exes, they go to church, pray, put on the mask, and they shake everybody's hand, but they're cheating. They're drinking, partying, kicking, do whatever they want, right? But they still go to
Mhm.
church. Why? Why did they catch on fire? Because once again, the devil is by the rule. The devil can't step in God's house, but his disciples can every which way, every which way. Why do you think you have these priests touching the kids? That's a narcissist in the cover. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Easy as that. Come on, man. It's all there. But once again, I tell people in all culture, but especially in Hispanic culture, Catholic, Christians, etc. Like my family gets mad at me, and then like my people get mad at me because I say it on my TikToks, and they see it, and they be like, I post it on my Facebook or IG, and I tell them, yo, in the Spanish culture, what do we do? When your partner's cheating on you, but the family jumps in, they be like, especially if it's a man, typically the man is the machista, narcissist, right? And the females typically the empath, mandilona, etc. And the males could be the same thing, mandilona, etc. Same concept. But I'm not gonna elaborate the whole Spanish, breakdown, etc. But with that said, I tell my homegirls, yo, do what we do traditionally. Because your family, your mom's didn't do it, your aunts didn't tell you. It's all right, it's a man. That's what they do. The devil was in them. Go to church and pray. And I just tell them like, yo, do tradition. Pray to God all you want. I do the same thing. And they ain't gonna
Yeah.
change them. We all know right from wrong. Come on, you tell me you're that stupid that I cheated, want them to keep doing it again. No, that's why I have this SOS. Stuck on stupid. One plus one equals three. Nothing but excuses in life. No, the correct answer is you don't cheat. One plus one equals two. No, yeah, that's what I tell people. That's why I have my ink. It's like the answers to life, relationships, and why we suffered. So when you telling me BS, you're lying to me. My ex and I, like maybe like 2 months ago, she was telling me like something. I was like, "Why are you doing the peace sign deuces?" I'm like, I taught you this. SOS, stuck on stupid. You're just lying to me. No, that's the wrong answers. Throw my deuces up. There it is. That's why I have my fingers on me, the test, etc. And that's why I tell them, hey Kelsey, how you doing? And that's why I tell people, yo, you know, pray to God all you want. I'm sorry to tell you, but you don't want to hear. But you gotta hear this. They ain't gonna change, man. It's not you. It's them. In this world, you can only change you, yourself, and only yourself. You can guide your kids. Tell them to do good, best as every which way. But it's gonna be, when they get old enough, it's gonna be their choice to do right or wrong. All we can do is guide them. And then when they do wrong, it's just, hey, Yeah, me personally, this time I say, like, I tell my kids, in your generation, for the most part, you kind of don't have no excuse in life. Because why? All the answers to life are you are your it's in your pockets. This phone. My generation older, we didn't have phones. 94, 95, we got our first Nokias, playing Caterpillar and stuff. Come on. This nowadays are all
Yeah.
smartphones, high tech. So you have all the answers to life on this phone. Hey, Google Siri is cheating wrong. There you go. If you're too lazy to read or hear, watch a YouTube video. Someone talked about cheating. Someone's talking about, like fighting drugs, gangs. Come on, it's pretty much common sense nowadays for the most part. But
Yeah.
everyone's just excuses like that's what me personally I tell you like that's why once again little Mexico and Spanish culture a lot of people get offended with the stuff I'm saying because I'm not supposed to talk about machistas mandilones because that's a no-no Especially if you, I tell people every nationality in the world, you don't believe me? Go to your Spanish buddies at a barbecue, at a dinner, and just ask in front of the adults. Hey, tell your buddy, hey, Juan, what's up? Hey, and say it loud. What's a machista? What's a mandilon? I'm telling you, everyone's head's gonna turn on you, but they can't give you too much grief because you're asking an honest answer. I mean, an honest question. It's just that in the
Yeah.
Spanish culture, that's a no-no. They stay quiet about it. You're not supposed to talk about that because typically in the Spanish culture, I don't give a shit if you're Hispanic, Latino from the motherland Spain. A machista is the male. The mandilona is typically the female. So that's why the male is always cheating, partying, kicking into the bullshit, and it's okay because God's gonna fix it. Keep praying. And the female, like a mom, aunties, grandma, etc., they stuck it out for all these years. That's why me personally, I'm like, yo, I'm not going by tradition. If tradition worked, why is everyone suffering? That why the world died last year? No, that's I don't believe in tradition anymore at all. I switch terminology and switch everything, and everyone thinks, especially where I'm from, the Spanish culture, like, yo, like my ex telling me everyone thinks you're crazy. They all the time, yo, is he okay? Like you messed him up that bad? I'm like, no. I go, that's why, especially when I tell her, yo, I tell everybody, yo, I love her for leaving me. They're like, how? That makes no sense. That's why it's called an oxymoron. You don't understand oxymoron. You have to, elaborate, break it down. And with that said,
Yeah. It's a
that's why
cycle.
it's
Yeah.
all, yeah, that's why I tell them I'm blessed. This has had to happen to so I can talk what I'm saying, etc. Now, because now, AK the Awakening, Matrix, all that good stuff. I don't ever worry about machista mandilones, the whole narcissist M talk to the fullest. I just help and guide, and that's it. I don't worry about
Yeah.
It's gonna sound. It's gonna tell my girl. It's gonna sound like before my girl and I hooked up, right? So I said this. A lot of Spanish girls would get offended because I'm like, yo, I want her to be with a Spanish girl. A woman, yes, if she's open-minded and she's very, she's fully healed. I'm not in the respect, but I'm not gonna be with a broken person. I did that all my life. I already figured it out. You can try. I'm not knocking on you, but you can try to be with a broken person. If like that's how these females that would come at me, my DMs, I'm like, check out. I'll help you and guide you, right? But I'm gonna give you a scenario because you did give me cool. I understand because the stuff that I'm saying. You're digging me, cool, awesome. But here's the kicker: if I'm fully healed 1,000 and you're still hurt from your last relation, you still haven't learned how to let go of all your exes, and cool. I'm gonna give you a scenario because once again, my word scenario. Scenario. Okay, let's link up. Now we're official, correct? We're an item. Awesome. So I'm always 1,000. You're 100, 200, 500. You're always behind me, and it's not a competition. We're supposed to be in the same level. The downfall is you're behind. What's gonna happen? You're gonna have your days. You go through your emotions. You're passing the kick in your head. You might have a little a flashback. You're at a store and boom, you and your ex were there, and that's where they hurt you. That's what they mistreated you, etc. Or they embarrassed you in front of everybody. Every time you go to that store, you always have that flashback. You're not fully healed. So what I got to do, I got to pick you up because you're down. And me personally, I'll be
Mhm.
there, but the downfall is this: how long am I going to be there with you till you fully heal 1,000? I can guide you, I can hold your hand every which way, but it's your head. I can't fix your head. I can guide you how to fix your head. That's about it, but I can't fix your head. And I
Can't
could
be
be there
your
for
friend.
one
Yeah.
year, 2 years,
That's
5 years,
yeah,
12
glad
years.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, my friend Gladys was talking about what you're just talking about too, like you're setting those boundaries, and just being friends you for a while before you
Yeah,
just jump
yeah,
into it right away.
correct. And see, but me personally, like that's cool. Nobody's trying to say that that's an awesome answer. But when I say that's like tradition, which is cool, boundaries is cool, and all that is awesome. Me, I'm just blunt. Like if someone likes me, like I'm already blessed with my girl. With my girl now, they speak 1,000. But before her, I just told every girl, well, let's do goldfish. And they're like I just told you, they're like, what's that? When I match your cards up, I want to get to know you today, not tomorrow. And then some girls will run. They'll be like, well, that's crazy talk. I go, but let me explain to you how it works, and then you understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah,
But if it's still too much for
that's
you, then no
cool.
respect you,
I
then
like
you're just a
that.
girl. No, it's like I tell you, I learned this in 08, 09 from the black cat, and that's like all my buddies, they didn't take it. They're like, you're crazy, old man. And I was like, and I took that shit and ran with it. And ever since then, I would do goldfish. That's like I tell you, my girl now, I met her at that TikTok love stories. I met her on here on my live, and we're just talking and vibing every which way. And I asked her, hey, so Narcs, yeah, because she's like I'm 3D, light worker, etc. She's 40, 5D. She's more in the spiritual world, etc. So they're more into astrology and the signs. Like me personally, when they ask me what's your sign, I'm an Aquarius, and that's it. They'd be like, "What's your moon, your sun?" I'm like, no respect to that. I don't believe. I don't believe in it in a bad way. I just don't abide by that. I want to get to know
Got
you
it.
as an
Yeah,
individual. I don't care if you're Aquarius. I don't care if you're Sagittarius. I don't care about that. How are you as an
yeah,
individual? Are you fully healed 1,000? Are we vibing? If not, then just keep pushing. If you're narrow-minded, we're not gonna click because I'm very open-minded. I'm very, very blunt. In the Spanish culture, I offend a lot of people because I don't care. I just speak what I speak and that's it. I tell people if I offend you, hey, there's a door. Keep pushing. You don't have to listen what I'm saying. You don't have to vibe me at all. That's your choice. I didn't put a gun to your head, and vice versa. And that's why I tell people I
Okay.
don't keep it, open-minded people around me, and that's it. Narrow-minded people, I just keep it really short. I won't be mean to you. I just keep it really short with you, and that's it. Hi, bye, what's up, how's the family, and that's it, and keep pushing. But I'm just here to help and guide other emps to wake up to like. Which matter of fact, I gotta do I gotta do a TikTok video response to one of my followers because she talks to like all of us did, narcissists, no, which is cool. Like, and I told her, because she's like, I made a comment saying life's easy once you understand it. From their wise, you know, it's you just have to figure it out. But we just made it hard because why? Our surroundings, not knowing our surroundings. That's the reason why. I don't care how old you are, you've been suffering all this time. We just didn't know. We weren't guided, and that's the downfall where we beat ourselves up. Like, like me, 39 years of my life. Finally figured out I'm 40 now, 18 at heart always, but I'm 40 now on the outside. So with that said, I'm blessed. I have no worries in the world. Like, that's why I don't brag. It's not a competition, but I tell people, trust me, if your head is straight, right? It's quote unquote straight, and you're doing good. Because anyone can verbalize, I'm okay, I'm doing good. Anyone can say it.
Yeah, but
We can all say
feeling,
everything.
right?
Right, exactly. It's a feeling, like, and I tell people if you're quote unquote so doing good in life, right, and you're doing good, correct. I don't care money status. Everyone, I got money, I got jobs. Yeah, you got cosmetics, you got I. That's beautiful. You got money, you stack. That's like I tell people. I've talked to people that are millionaires on my live that jump on. I tell them your status wise, money status, you're doing phenomenal. That's badass. But how are you as an individual? Where is your head at? And they're like, what do you mean? Are you one with yourself? Do you love yourself 1,000? Mind, body, heart, soul, and self love. We can all say we're okay, we're doing good, but you want to know the answer to yourself because some people don't know the answer. Very simple. When you lay in bed at night, partner, no partner, kids, no kids, whatever. Let's say by yourself. If you can sleep by yourself and your head, when you're ready to lay down, right, and your head's not scattered, nothing about okay tomorrow. Like me, before all this talk, I would sleep, and I'm doing like, okay, my ex, I gotta the farmer's market, I got the computers. My ex wants to go here tomorrow. I'm just thinking ahead of my time. Like, it's fucking like scattered. Like when you did your TikToks and you're all speaking fast, that reminds me of me when my head was scattered, everywhere. I used to speak like that all the time. Everyone's like, dude, you speak
That's how
way
my
too
head goes.
fast. No, exactly, because it's because your thoughts are everywhere.
Downloading.
Instead of being focused on certain subjects, it is everywhere, and you're trying to fix the whole world in your head, and do all your agendas for the day, and it's just like it's overwhelming. And that's a downfall, is because that's what I tell people, when you lay down in bed, if you can just, like me personally, I tell everybody, when I go to sleep, I die. Dreams are gone. I haven't dreamt when I die, like sleep, nah, no more dreams. When I take power naps, I do have small dreams here and there, but as far as like going to sleep, nah,
Those are
I
just
die. That's it. Yeah, so it's crazy. Like, tell you, ever
that's
since
just
my
how it is.
awakening, ever since I understood all this, I don't dream no more. I'm at peace with myself. It sounds wild as hell, but that's what I was saying in my TikToks, or I was saying in my lives. I sleep good 1,000, I wake good 1,000 with no worries in the world. I'm very blessed. I have co-parenting my ex, best as. All my 50 kiddos,
That's
best
interesting
as.
because
My girl and I,
that's
best
how I
as.
feel too. I never thought of it that way, as in that's just peaceful. Like your mind has already reconciled the memory, so it doesn't need to really dream to
I
do that.
agree, but I don't get
That
caught up
that
with
that
science. Just be me. Ivani,
that's
1,000
a
was
fact. I
definitely.
never
I
really
hope I'm
thought
saying your
about
name
that.
correctly. Yeah, no, it's cool. Nor did I. Like, tell people, I might sound like a nutcase. I go, I'll be a nutcase. Words don't offend me at all. Trust me. You can call me faggot, stupid. It's a word to me. If I want to have fun with it, which I believe in life, have fun in your situation. I'll do reverse psychology. I'll call you faggot. You said that you said right, and I'll flip it on you. Now you get mad, but I'll call you out. But you call me that, and I didn't get mad. You want a reaction out of me? It's just words to me. That's all you are. But since you take words to heart, now you got mad. You're mad. You got bothered. Your intent was to hurt me. I'm not the one. I've been numb with words since I was 14 years old. I've been called every name in the book. I don't care. And that's how I tell people, I'm not being rude to you. I'm not. It's not a competition, but yo, words can kill. Like my ex, like she would tell me, like, and it's very true. Like, when I first heard it from her mouth, it does not make sense. It was like the SOS and 1+1. Hey Tosh, how you doing? How's it going? It didn't make no sense. But it's that's why it's basically an oxymoron. So like, for example, me as a back then as a herd amp, I was the verbal abuser. Her as a herd amp, she was the physical abuser. So she stay quiet, build up, and that's what they say, like Spanish girls that hit you, be careful. They're spicy out like good shit. It's because the reason being they're not speaking up and not opening their mouth. Hey Daphne, how you doing? How's it going, miss?
Yeah,
But with that
maybe
said,
that they were staying. Yeah,
say it again.
I said yeah. They don't know how to speak up. They haven't used that open that vocal that throat chakra.
Well, yeah,
That's what we
correct
call
that, and then from there was
that they're
definitely in the
passive.
Spanish culture, correct, and for the most part in the Spanish culture, The woman's not supposed to speak. The male is supposed to speak. So they can't. They're supposed.
Uh,
It's all we're raised incorrectly, traditional cycle, right? So that's why my ex she would tell me, which makes it does make sense now. Like I told her, like when I would be verbally abusive, or like for example, like when she got physical, me and she punched me, right? Like tell females, I won't punch you. I don't gotta get. It's common sense. Since that many times, anybody, a male can beat with a female. Common sense. There's nothing to competed there. Obviously, most definitely there are females that are stronger than males here and there, but the point being, you shouldn't fight in general. It's just be verbalizing. That's it. Don't get physical. But to each their own, most definitely, right? So like
yeah,
I told her, when she punched me right the first time in the very beginning of the relationship, our relationship of 7 years was toxic. All it was shit. It was garbage, man. But we did it because the kids. We did it because tradition. All the good stuff. Like I told her, and we told each other, I don't love you. I have love for you, but I don't love you. Like, oh, vice versa. And so that's why, me personally, like once again, I don't believe in getting physical with you, but if you do me dirty, trust me, I'm not the one. I will do you dirty and I will stab you in the heart 1,000. And hey, Evie, how you doing? How's it going, miss? So with that said, so when she got physical with me, so I came back at her to stab her in the heart 1,000, right? And then I would say 100. So I purposely talked to the females, let her catch me purposely, watch the porn. Because what does porn do to a female? It brings them down. If they give you everything in the world, and then they test, they question the demeanor themselves, like I'm not enough for them. And from there, wise, I killed her with words. You're fat, you're ugly, etc. Stab in the heart. And then she told me,
yeah,
I'd rather have you beat me. I'd rather have you beat me physically because I can recover from a black eye. I can recover from a punch. I can recover from broken ribs. But your words, that's in my head forever. You know. And that's why at first I was like, that makes no sense. But it's an oxymoron. It does make sense because words can kill people easily. And that's
yeah,
at me personally.
yeah.
I know my tongue. I know my tongue. That's why I'm better at it. I'm way better at it now because the whole awakening, amp talk, etc. Now,
Because
but
the traditional value is sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me, and that's not true at all.
backwards. No, you see, and that's a traditional saying, right? So, but nowadays
Yeah,
it's been backwards. Words kill. Words kill 1,000, and that's why people, especially nowadays, our kids' generation, they have it the worst because they're soft. They're really really soft. You know, and that's why I tell my kiddos in the cyber world, yo, they're bugging you, being bullying, yo, block them. That's easy. Block them. Problem solved, right? But at school, it's a different. I tell them, you got to go to teachers, you got to tell me, etc. Oh, they're call me a snitch. Who cares about that? That's street bullcrap. Who cares about that? You rather stay quiet and get bullied, get beat up on. And I found when later on when it gets potentially worse, come on, man, no, just come to me or come to school, etc. Do it the right way, do it,
yeah.
and that's it. But and that's why on my side it says Imani says words have power. Have power. They cut like knives. They leave wounds and scars. Oh yeah, 1,000. No, that's why me personally that's why, once again, traditional hair loss stamps have narcissist traits. Everybody has narcissist traits. That's why everyone with the word narcissist, like I guess I tell people, you gotta know your ex or exes, they're narcs 1,000, not 100, not 500. I think no, like myself, like my ex, I believe she was, but until I figured out the matrix some more, like I told her, no, you're not a narcissist. You're a hurt empath. That's all you are. You're a hurt emp, like I was. And you're a guy now. I go, I go. That's why I don't have nothing against you guys. You did all this, the whole, third party, the Jada August. You did entanglement BS. You did it incorrect, not correctly. But it's okay because I had to go through this to say what I'm saying, right? So with that said, I
Words
go, you're
absolutely.
due.
I would say
I'm sorry.
words absolutely have power too. Like even when magicians, when they say abracadabra, that's based off of an old Arabic word called abracadabra, which is
Hmm.
I speak into existence.
Correct. Yeah.
So
No,
it's like
it's
it's really cool.
no, and it is a perfect example. Look at freaking Hitler. He verbalized and he brainwashed the whole country. Verbalized. Because it's if you're words can go every which way, positive or negative, and people you can
Yeah,
brainwash people. And narcissists 1,000. What are they? Like I say many times, the best Oscar-nominated actors in the world. They can't be nice. You know how I take that back. They can try to be nice, but they're not nice. That's the difference between being nice and acting nice. They're the best actors. Jeez Louise, these guys keep blowing me up. But anyways, that's why yeah, the school keeps calling me. I don't know why, but anyways, that's why me personally like going through all this, like, and with that said, which I'm gonna do some TikToks about, like even before I went to the Home Awake officially, she was like, you need to work on yourself, and which is very true. And this comment, because a lot of us do this, a lot of us believe not know, as I tell you, think is not knowing. Like me, I didn't love myself. I had love for myself, but not to the fullest. For 39 years of my life. I believe that I can love. She asked me many times. My people ask me, "How can you love anybody in this world, even your kids, if you don't love yourself?" I just tell them, I just simple. I just don't love myself, but I can love my kids. I can love my girl, my family. They're like, no, you can't. Trust me, you can try, but you're not. You're gonna fail because you in your head you're beating yourself up. You just don't know it, and it's very very true. Yo, and our heads could be our best friends or our worst enemies. I mean, it becomes your worst
Yeah.
enemy, especially going through what a breakup. I tell you, it sounds bad, but people got to hear it. I tell people, yo, everyone that has PTSD, anxiety, depression, mental illness, all them TPSD, all that, yo, real shit, real talk. Let's be honest about it. You didn't have that when you was a kid, right? As kids, we were kids having fun growing up doing our thing. It happened because who? Your ex, your family, your buddies, your coworker. It's your environment. If you're in a shitty
Mm.
environment, narcissist, energy vampire, they're bringing you down. They're not bringing you up. They're bringing you down. And you're since we're tradition, her lost empaths, the empath kicks in. I don't want to be mean to them and tell them I don't want to talk to them. So I'll just deal with them or
Mm.
I'll avoid them best as. That's you're dodging bullets, but you eventually got to face the bullet. And then what do? They guilt trip you. Oh, you want to talk to me? Why are you being mean? And they're gonna tell their friends, their family, and then the family comes at you. The friend comes, oh, why do you want to talk to Maria? Why you come to John? Because they bother me. Oh, now you're being mean. Everyone deserves a second chance. Oh, cool. Do that. I don't believe in tradition. Go give him a second chance. Go fall on your face. I did that 39 years of my life. I already figured it out. I'm very good. Thank you. And that's why on here in TikToks, a lot of people that are empaths, no respect to females, but a lot of females that are like feminists. Feminists are the worst because they're like Bible thumpers. Screw guys are all mean, blah, blah, blah. Like, cool. Hey, that's your opinion. I'm not gonna, we can debate, but I love talking. I believe in debating. If you debate, you verbalize, you keep it humble. No one escalates. But if you start going to argument, the debate's over because now you're getting your
Yep.
feelings, and now you're trying to beat me up with the Bible of your beliefs. And I'm just trying to tell you, okay, well, like one female, actually a couple females told me like when I dropped the whole thing, I go, hey, empaths, this is my category is created. If you don't believe me, once again, ask any counselor, any therapist, any psychiatrist, what is a traditional, what's a hurt, and what's a lost, and what's a 2020 amp? Then I'd be like, yo, where'd you hear that from? That doesn't exist because it doesn't exist. And the empath, what they call dark empath, it's very vague because it's a basic empath that's like lost, basically, it's hurt. And they have narcissistic traits. I'm like, yeah, that's an awesome category, but the downfall is very vague. That's why I said traditional is what? Like I tell you, a traditional empath is like when you're a virgin, you're pure. You want to be good with everybody. You vibe with everybody. The good guy, the good girl always get done dirty. That's traditional person. Until you finally lose your V card, and then like my ass, I got my first baby mom, narcissist, 12 years. I lost my V card to the wrong person in the world. Wrong person in the world.
Yeah.
But in my head, by tradition, I got to stay with her because we're having kids and family, Spanish culture. I'll stay with you. I'll ride till the wheels fall off. I'll be miserable because I know I'm gonna be miserable like my parents, but it is what it is, because it's tradition. Negative. So thanks to God, after 12 years, after all that, verbal, physical abuse, all that good stuff, I got up and left. I tell you, no one's perfect. Nah, far from that. But that's what you have to recognize as an individual, your wrongs, your rights and wrongdoings. But with that said, as an empath, we're not supposed to do wrong, but we do wrong because why? We're not guided. On top of that, we get pushed by our exes. A narcissist 1,000, their job is to destroy, make you look like the bad person every which way. Common sense. Why I think they're like, for example, they'll stay quiet, right? At first they'll be all loud, 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 etc. when you're having your problems, and they purposely wait when you're to cause a scene when you're at a barbecue, at a gathering, and then they flip it on you. They'll trigger you to say whatever they gotta say to piss you off. Because no, they can. They'll do it in front of the family, their friends, and now you pop off and you finally lose it. You snap and you start throwing shit at them, right? They say, and that happens to a lot of people, a lot of empaths. And now you're the crazy one. And they call you. I see. I told her she's crazy. And they smile. They'll say to smile on your face, and you want to rip their heads off because
Yep.
now they flipped it on you. Like you're the bad person, and it's not the case being. They just triggered you, but they're playing their role because why? They making you look bad because they're the victim and you're the crazy one. They're good at. I tell my exes, yo, I give you props. You're good at what you do, but that's all right. I'm gonna figure this shit out, and I already figured it out. So I'm good. I'm blessed. And
Yeah.
that's why I tell others, yo, if you can fall back, it's I know it's easy said than done. We're humans, we need people out by our side. I know we have our needs etc. But if you can't just fall back and fall back, keep working on yourself. Vibe positive amps every which way, and they'll uplift and guide you every which way. Because obviously, we already know everyone deserves to be happy in life. 1,000, at 100, 500, 1,000, and we need our heads to be cleared. And then from there, wise, you can live life to the fullest. Like me personally, I tell you, I'm the worst in the world. Everything's was thought like if talking about earlier financials. I'm scraping by, but I'm good. I have my days, etc. But I just don't. I know it's easy said that it's hard. It'll get to us most definitely, especially when kids are involved. Oh yeah, because you don't feel good about yourself, because we all have to survive financially wise. We all have, but I tell people as long as you maintain best as, and you're good. And then if you have your people you can reach out to support every which way, vice versa, then you're good. That people. I want everybody rich in the world. Nah, I'll be stable. I'll be cool with that most definitely. But for me personally, wise, my richness is having co-parenting best ass, my 50 kiddos, my girl and helping other amps. That's my richness is life, health. I'm blessed with that.
Yeah.
The money comes, money
Yeah.
goes. I don't worry about that. People that I understand we stress about it. Well, obviously, we got bills. You're strapped. You're barely making the whole damn zombie apocalypse. A lot of people are down most definitely. But I tell people, yo, just do it day by day. Every day, just do day by day and just adapt to your situation and try not to. I know easier said than done, not to over stress about the bills and things around you. Just deal with the
Tough.
present. Yeah, I tell people the past is done. You can't fix yesterday is done. Not even God can fix it. Tomorrow, aka in the future, you might not even wake up.
Yeah.
Look, that's like for example, my ex, like so with this said, right? So a lot of therapists, counselors, psychiatrists would say this. They would say narcissists, which narcissists do that for sure. If you're
Yeah.
narcissists don't want to talk about the past, that makes them a narcissist. I'm
Or
like,
the
no,
future. No
no.
future fix.
Oh yeah, exactly. Same concept.
Yeah.
Past and future. If you don't want to talk about it, you're considered a narcissist because
Yeah.
you're not letting them express it. Like, which is okay. I go to a certain extent. That's kind of somewhat true. But here's the kicker: if your ex or your current partner wants to talk about the exact same thing every single time of your past, like my situation, my ex would be, she'd be like, you talked to these girls, you did this and this. I go, yes, I did. But why? But why did I do that for? And she stays quiet. Goes, no, say it. You punched me, so I got back even with you. And I called you fat, ugly. Yes, I did. I did do that. I did to get back even with you. Say though, but if you want to, I go, me, I can talk about the situation a million times with you. It does not hurt my feelings. I just tell you a million sorry.
Yeah.
Sorries can't fix nothing. That's it. It's just sorry. That's it. Can't fix nothing. But with that said, you're stuck in the past and your emotions because somehow in your head, and not me, I wish I'm gonna take that about that. I was telling her, and I told my other exes, when you and God can fix the past, please let me know the formula. So I can tell the whole world that this is how you fix the past. Because God's gonna fix everyone's past also. Not just yours, everybody's. And she would stay quiet. She get mad about it. I'm like, I go, grow. You expect that we'll talk about it, but I'm gonna tell you this: my answers won't ever change. You're expecting me to slip or give you a different answer. Interrogate me all you want. No, it's the same answer every time. I did this, yes, because this reason. Every time you throw your jabs, I'm gonna respond right away. I tell people, if you respond right away to the same story, it's a broken record. It's not gonna change. But the people, the narcissists and the traditional hurt loss temper narcissist traits will keep picking at you because they're expecting you to slip and give a different answer. But that's why I tell you, hey, we can talk this, we can have this conversation if you choose to. I have no problem with it. But after this conversation, watch your mood swing. You're gonna be bitter and mad. And I'm gonna be, I don't care. I just move on my day. And then you want to talk to me. I go, this is a broken record. You're mad. I don't care. And me personally as an individual, everyone's different. But myself, like if you're mad at me and I didn't do anything wrong, I don't care. I could, I tell you, you don't believe me? Ask my exes. If I did not do nothing wrong and you're mad about a subject of the past, and I just, cool, we'll talk about it. I don't care. Oh, 2 seconds, 2 seconds. If you speak death, you curse. You speak life, you get blessings. Oh, 1,000 I know. Most definitely miss. The battlefield is always in the mind. Every day, it's what war you want to fight, deal with. Oh yeah, hey, well said. 1,000. How about moving forward to positive, moving past BS, behind, healing forward. Oh yeah, no, 1,000 was definitely. Heck yeah. Hey Mel, how you doing? How's it going? No, but most definitely, I know that's it's well stated on. That's beautiful because that's the honest truth. Like me, I'm just blunt, say the way it is, and that's it. But a lot of people they don't want to. Like, tell people, like, I'm just blunt. Hey, what's up, Michelle? How you doing? How's it going? I don't sugarcoat nothing. I just tell you how it is, and if you don't want to hear, you don't have to hear it, but you need to hear it because we all know right from wrong, and sometimes we're going through it. Oh, another. I was on Shaun's live for a second, but then he got off because they were calling me. I actually had to probably leave in a minute. I got to go do a service call and install a router for a new customer working on a laptop, but then her router went out, so I had to go install her new router and then come back here, keep cleaning the house, and then work on some more computers, and then do my little gym therapy around like potentially at 9, and then game it up with Turner and the squad, potentially with Steph, so we can put some Apex. Oh, that's cool. Hell yeah. But no, by the time you, so like, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, just keep positive people around you, most definitely, which way. And then, you know, and I tell you, I'm hoping saying your name right, correct, Miss Ivani? Ivani? Like you're saying, you have the right mindset, most definitely, because I tell people, you come first before anybody in this world. And a lot of people don't understand that. we want to please, we want to be as emps, people pleasers, which is cool. The downfall, you don't put yourself last. You put yourself first for anybody. We can have love for the kids, our parents, whomever's close to, most definitely. But you come first for anybody because it's our heads. Yeah, my mom, dad, kids can't fix my head. I'm the only one that can fix my head, and that's it. Hey, Heaton, how you doing? How's it going, miss? But that's why once again, where I'm at with the fam. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Me, I got my two daughters right now. My other cousins, actually my cousin, my nephews were here a second ago. They were gaming it up. But yeah, I tell everybody, I just tell everybody, yo, put yourself first before anybody in this world. People call you selfish. People that give you any negative feedback, they're not family, they're not friends. They're just people that I just call them narcs or energy vampires. Because anyone that get true family and friends will always give you mad love, mad respect, and the only time they give you any grief is when you're doing wrong. And what's that called? Constructive criticism. I'll say that a million times because it's the honest truth. And I say many times, life's not hard. We made it hard not knowing with people around us. And we just gotta, fix our environment. Once you fix your environment with positive people, then you good, you golden, you flowing. I speak from experience. I was a vocal counselor helping others. Oh well, you know what's up? That's why. Then yeah, I definitely see. Like I tell people, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a therapist, I'm a psychiatrist. Counseling, I can do it easily. No respect on when I say that. Yeah.
Can you enable to if now because I'm trying to get the skin.
Oh man, I'm gonna try. It's gonna be a minute. I'll try in a minute. I'll be off in a sec. I'll try in a minute. Give me a sec. But anyways, what you want to comment out in a second? She wanted to mess with Fortnite, and I don't like messing with that stuff. But I had to enable something on the PlayStation Network. But anyways, I tell people, I mean, that's what all my nicknames been since middle school, high school, and to this day, counselor. Because all my friends and family, I chop it up with them, and people meet in the streets, etc. Social media. Just I know we all been through life. We all have our experiences, our knowledge, and we just share it. That's what share your knowledge, but definitely every which way because. I believe this, let's compare notes. You might know something that I don't, and vice versa, and y'all take it in and just keep it in the head, So, but Ivana, how long did you do counseling from? I'm asking. Or are you still doing it? I'm asking. But yeah, so yeah, I know when I sound it's crazy talking, etc. But I love talking in general. So, God bless you, bro. We talk later. Good combo. Oh, most definitely. Vice versa, miss. Take care. Be safe. Gotta go stop and say hi real quick. Oh, most definitely. Thanks, Michelle. Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm gonna jump in a second because I gotta go deal with my daughter's PlayStation, Fortnite BS, and I gotta go do that service call, change the router. So yeah. So it was awesome talking, guys. I'll probably get on Friday. Yes, I still. Oh, awesome. Hey, Imani, that's awesome. Maybe I don't know. If you can do a live maybe one of these days. Oh snap! No respect to you guys, but you have to have 1,000 followers. But it's all right. You can vibe on the live, etc. It's my live, but it's our live. We can chop it up. But definitely next time I was on live with you and Shaun. Oh, was you? Oh yeah, no, yeah, he didn't. Yeah, you was. But yeah, you're right. Most definitely. I'll probably jump on with probably Shaun on Friday. On Friday, like I don't know what time. Well, I'll message him and go back and forth see on Friday because Shaun, he's a cool cat. He's he's going through etc. And he knows quite a bit of awesome stuff. As me, I'm just like I tell myself a 2020 empath, which is my own terminology etc. that I created because I went through my awakening and all that great jazz. That's why I have all this ink, because nowadays phone social media third party and it jumps to what? The entanglement, the Jada August. So both my exes did that to me. So that's why me personally, when I went through my awakening last year, I just believe in having fun in life. I figured it out. So I'm just, now I have all my ink. SOS stuck and stupid, 1.3, because we have excuses in life, because it's easier to have excuse and lie and to actually tell the truth. That's why I have all these. And then I have squares, analogy for empaths, because, we love, that's why I have a full heart. And then the same thing here, SOS 1.23. Then we have circles, analogy for narcissists. And then we have, because they don't know how to love. That's why I have a broken heart. And then Jada August. Then I have don't defy logic, let go of it 80 days. Because me personally, it took me 88 days to let it go 100. 14, 70 days, I let it go 1,000. That's why I say 1,000 on my comment, etc. Which I'm going to get my hashtags pretty soon. On July 3rd, I'm actually getting a lot of more ink therapy. Then I have, let go 80 days that I have, her name, and which I'm gonna have on my hashtags. And so with that said, it's like once again, I love to have fun in life. So remember, anyone that cheats in this world, I don't care what anyone says, but it's the truth. Anyone that cheats in this world, it's always premeditated. So I want to have next to her name, premeditated. So I'm going through a spiritual awakening now. Oh, that's awesome, healing. Here for you, most definitely. I've been through all that with my boyfriend for 10 years. Ivani, oh snap. So see, I don't know how old you ladies are, but me personally, now I'm 40, but 18 I heard always. But it took me 39 years of my life to figure all this out. So like I tell you, in the Spanish world and in general, I'm considered crazy. I tell people I'll be crazy. It don't hurt my feelings. It's just worse to me, But that's why that's why when I was going through it last year, I was writing my notes. That's why you potentially might bump into on people's TikToks that are here, the females and males, typically females that are dying through a breakup. They're going through in the very initial stage, which it just you like to have people you're dying, you're dead, you're alive, but you're dead. That it hurts bad. I feel you, bro. Oh yeah, thanks, Ivana. You know what's going on, miss. Took me 40 years. Oh, you know what's up, miss. You know what's going on. It just sucks that like I tell people a lot of us beat ourselves up in the beginning, which we have the right to. But like I tell people, just try not to as you're going through your awakening. What you call it. If your parents didn't teach you about empathy and narcissists, our flaw. If the schools didn't teach us, our flaw. And that's why we struggle all our lives. Break it down. Be honest with yourself, right? And then when you figure it out, think about it. I tell you don't believe me, ask your parents. I can ask all my family. I don't have to ask them. I'm already on social media. Before TikTok, I was I'm on Facebook, IG, and Twitter. So I was doing empathy. So when I was going through the breakup last year, because my 1 year was actually this month, May 3rd, 1 year anniversary that it all she got up and left, etc. And when I say this, I'm not saying this like really to nobody in the world. It's not a competition, but when she did her thing and she got up and left on May 3rd last year. I did it with a squad of eight kiddos. I'm not a mom or dad, like if the dad is a word, yes, you're the father of kids, but I was just a person that works and that's it. So I had to become, mom one-on-one type of thing, crash course for 7 months. She would come and go, etc. It was a sticky situation, but it's all good now. It was a blessing in disguise, and that's how I tell people, and which people don't want to hear it, but you got to hear it, Life experience is the only way we're gonna learn. 1,000, no, most definitely. So for sure, life experience, and me personally, what I believe also is as you go through and like as empaths, what are we? We're lovers, healers, and overthinkers. So when you put out the matrix and putting the pieces of life together, from there, why I tell people when you figure it out, 1,000 on your site or whatever section of you're thinking about trying to pick out, etc. Sharing guidance to the people. Like me personally, like I was telling Shaun earlier, I've been no contact for a year. That's awesome. No, so with that said, no contact, right? So everyone on TikTok is like, do the no contact. Especially the narcissist, something, narcissist is crazy. There's two narcissists, 1,000, they're lost causes. God can't even fix them, end of story, Tradition, her last stamps will say, everyone deserves a second chance. Yo, I tell you, I'm a 22 empath. Go for it. Go do it. Tradition, her last stamps. Go do what you got to do. Go, heal them, be with them, love them. And when they get up and leave you and they discard you, I'll just say, I'm not being rude, but I just say my popcorn. Walk up to you. I told you. Let's get up. Let's do this again. I'm trying to help you go through your awakening. So you know what's going on. You can't fix them. They're done. They're lost causes. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's the truth. You don't believe me? I tell all the other emps, go for it. Let me know how it feels. I did. I'm not doing it anymore at all. So as far as the no contact, I tell people this. Like a lot of people do no contact, which is cool. Block them social media, all that great jazz. If you're single with no kids, cool. But when you have kids, it's kind of hard because and when kids are involved, who's the true victims? Hey, Edie, how's it going? How you doing? Who's the true victims? The kiddos, a lot. Well, hey, Edis, how you doing? How's it going, miss? But if you can hear me, please let me know, because when people jump on the live and they jump off, then from there wise, it boots the audio or it gets like robotic or watery. So from there wise, I have to jump, minimize, then open it. So please let me know if you can still hear me. Okay, awesome, thank you. So anyway, so when kids are involved in a breakup, it's really hard. I can speak on it. I had 8 at the time being, So with that said, this is my belief as far as no contact. Hey, Zarian, how you doing, miss? God bless, brother. We talk again. Oh, yeah, for sure, Ivan. Sorry, I can talk forever, so I apologize. I got to get off here pretty soon also. But if I got paid to talk, I'll be a zillionaire. I promise you that. But with that said, so me personally, what I believe is like, especially when kids are involved, it's, like I told my ex, everyone told me on my side, why don't you block out social media? Before TikTok, Facebook, and then IG, because I would go live, etc. And she'd be like, make your comments on my live, and I'd tell, hey, I don't know, hey, because people on my live, they would see that the comments, and because they already know the Jada August, etc. The whole antagonist story. That's my ink. And they're like, yo, is that Jada? And I'd be like, yo, that's Jada. Let her be. Let her see what she got to say. Like everyone's like, why don't you block her? I'm like, nah. For what reason? I go, first and foremost, we got kids, so we got to talk no matter what. Eventually, right? Second part is let them be. Like, I know. Give me a second. I'm about to get off. Don't worry, run, move. Dude, give me like 5-10 minutes, and I'll be off.
5, 10?
Yeah, I know it's the end of the world. Give me a second. I have to go. I know. Get out. Give me a second. Sorry, my kiddo. Gotta take care of the PlayStation stuff, and I have to leave the network. But anyways, so this is my belief, which I probably do TikTok about it. But like I told her on the live, like she would call me out certain things. I go, remember, you're on live. Everyone's watching on Facebook, and there's like whatever so many heads inside the lives. And with that said, obviously on my side and my Facebook, when the live ends, I'm gonna upload it on my Facebook, and any of my whatever it was, I think like 2,000 or 2,500 followers or AK friends nationwide, worldwide, they can see my live and they can watch it, etc. So remember, you can. I don't care. Come at me. Say what you got to say. I love to debate. And she's like, oh yeah, you cheated. I go, yes, I did, but why did I do that? Say it. And then she wouldn't want to say it. I was like, yo, because you punched me. So I got back at you. I stabbed you in the heart. Yes, I called you fat, ugly, everything. I stabbed you in the heart with words. I got even with you. You can tell me whatever to hurt my feelings, you know? And then she'll be on for a second, then she'll jump off. Because obviously she's bothered. I go, as I told her, you're intense to bother me. I'm healing myself. And more power to you. You know, they weren't official yet, but you know, her dude, you know, they weren't official, but they were, you know, they were still doing a thing. I was like, yo, more power to you guys. I would figure this out. I go, I think you're just mad because why? I'm still talking about the situation. And that's it. And I go, you're mad because about the ink. Yo, because I'm making it's a story. You think you're not the only one dealing with this entanglement BS, cheating BS? No, cheating happened before we was born. Since Adam and Eve time. So I'm just having fun with it, you know? And that's how everyone's like, keep, you know, she's jumping once in a while in my lives. And I go, they're like, block her. Like, no. That's how I told her, hey, you know, you're on here, right? I told my ex, you're on here, right? So here's the kicker. This is I told her, you know, I told her, and I go, yo, everyone listen to me. I told her, yeah, I want you to watch me eat, you know, but not at my table. Sit behind the screen. And when you're ready to leave, you get up and leave, you block me. There you go. And eventually she did block me. I tell people, and they're like, man, you strong. Yeah, patience. Leave, you block me. There you go. And eventually she did block me. Patience is life, man. This healing process, it's not easy. Shit hurts bad. You know, I tell people, and they're like, man, you strong. Yeah, patience. I go, you gotta have people think I want to block you. Nah, but we have kids. So I gotta do it best as and keep it humble best as for the kids, you know, because they're the true victims in a toxic relationship. People just don't understand that. A lot of the bitter baby mom, baby fathers, even the stepfathers, stepmoms, become bitter, and they use the kids as messengers. Oh, your mom's a piece of shit. Your mom's the dad's a piece of shit. Here we go. And the kids are just they're relaying the message, and all you're doing is traumatizing the poor kids, man. People who so-called quote unquote adults forget about that. And that's me. I'm like, I just get bothered by adults. Like, yo, you're just big ass kids. You're not a man. You're not a woman. You're a kid. You're a boy and girl. That's what I tell people. I don't go by traditional sayings. As I say, boys and girls cheat. Men and women keep it 1,000. Simple as that. You know, if I'm with you, I'm with you, and that's it. That's why. But my situation, though, this had to happen. And that's why I'm like on July 3rd, I'm getting cause I was talking about empaths, you know, certain circles all day, every day. So with that said, I would say 1,000 out of 100. So for the narcissist side, I'm gonna put my thumbs because my thumbs are naked. I have nothing. I have everything on here but my thumbs, you know. So I'm gonna get 100 right here. Hey Edgar, how's it going? Healing, yeah. Oh yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Healing, yes, healing. Oh yeah, no, healing. Healings. Oh, it hurts. It's painful. But as long as you have a support team and your squad, you blessed. Like me, I got blessed with 10 amps last year. So I got 4 locally, and then I had 6 through IG and Facebook that didn't know me from Adams. I was just a computer technician. So I tell you my story. If you don't believe me, go on my Facebook. I give my Facebook and go from May 3rd and last year, you see relationships. You know, I stopped posting a lot on Facebook last September actually. So go from like May 3rd of last year to September. I stopped posting anything on there. I just started uploading everything from TikTok because that TikTok life all day, every day. So with that said, decent ham. Oh, I'm doing good, brother. I'm definitely. I'm gonna get off in a second because I gotta help my daughter with the PS4. Then I have to do a service call to do install a router and adjust it. But anyway, so I tell people, you don't believe me, tell you go on my Facebook. All you will see, you know, May 2nd and prior 7 years back. All you see is really like computer posts. I'm a computer technician, and once in a while you'll see a picture of my kiddos or her and I. And mainly the her and I was because she wanted me to post it. Like I honestly didn't take a lot of pictures with her. Now I know why, because I wasn't happy. It was very toxic, miserable. We just did it traditional Spanish culture, blah blah blah, and so on and so on. But that's why that's why I tell everybody, yo, I love you for leaving me. It's a blessing in disguise. A lot of people go through breakups to understand that, and they don't want to hear it. But yo, I tell you, yo, the stuff that I say, the stuff that I post, my TikTok, etc., is because you need to hear it. This is the stuff I would tell myself if I was going through it, and that's a lot of the stuff I say. Also, too, is from my.
Yeah, can you do it on my phone?
I could try.
Hold on,
I don't know how to do it. I gotta remember the password and all that. But with that said, you know, that's why I pass on the knowledge that my amps help me. That's why I tell you, oh, hey, what's up, Narcissist? How you doing? How's it going? I love your content. I recently gotten sober off drugs I was using to block my abilities. Now to that's awesome to hear that, Edgar. Most definitely. As bad as like drugs and alcohol is tough. Well, so this is my personal belief. You know how to control anything better and better daily. That's awesome. No, so with that said, you know, like everyone has their own traumas. Everyone has their own issues in life, right? No one's perfect. We're all from perfect common sense. But in reality, if you were to talk about, I'm always gonna say a million times, if we were to talk about emps and narcs, if our parents taught us, schools taught us, we will be ahead of the game because now we're aware about what's an empath, what's a narcissist, all the ways of their wrongdoing and right doing, and you'll understand the categories, etc., and so on and so on. So you're ahead of the game. A lot of in the world, TikTok is helping a lot of people because narcissists talk. You know, hey, Sunshine, how's it going? So with that, like that's why I tell people, like healing is it's painful as hell, and then when you get cheated on, etc., or potentially you lose a death in the family or something happens to you tragically wise. When you can potentially hit rock bottom. Everyone has their own way of dealing with pain and with quote unquote love, but it's not love, it's toxic love. It hurts bad. It's a whole new world. Healing 1,000, it's a whole new world because now, when we learn about it, what's it called?
I could do sign in with PlayStation Network.
I can try.
Wait, did it?
Like 2 seconds, kids. I'm like, I'll take up energy and others. So lately I've been helping a lot of people, and I feel empath most definitely. Team scores all day, every day. Jeez, you're doing it the wrong time, dude. Bear with me, kids. Please help us so you can pick the ice cream. Pick the ice cream.
Wait.
Oh my gosh. Sorry guys, forgive my kids. You're doing it the wrong time, girl. Yeah. I don't know how to do this. I'm not doing this right now. It's too late. Sorry guys, I got lost my train of thought. I have an amazing story that I would love to tell, but I can't do it right now because it's a little long. Oh well, yeah. Maybe one of these days, well, when you get 1K, you might maybe do a live or do TikToks about it if you choose to. I type it, tell your story. Most definitely 1,000. No, heck yeah. To know I'm not alone. Oh yeah, healing 1,000. I gotta say the most exciting about it is honestly now is when I meet someone and I feel like I've known them my whole life. Oh yeah, no, that's empath 1,000. That's why like I say many times, because two small big words the world suffered. We all suffered not knowing. The only people that actually made it somewhat ahead of time is the only one that knows about it. And for the most part, counselors, psychiatrists, and psychologists, they're taught about empaths and narcs. The only downfall, my personal opinion, but I'm not a counselor, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a counselor. They could, like me personally, I'm a computer technician, right? So as a computer technician, people think automatically, oh, you're an IT guy. Like, nah, I'm not IT. IT guys, Best Buy and all these computer shops that take you for your money. Your laptop, your desktop that, instead of being like a couple $100, they'll get $300,000, $500,000 out of you. Businesses always get mopped up because they just, as long as you see computer technician touching the keyboard and hear it clicking, mentally, oh, it's going to be faster. But in reality, they're just making it minutely faster. They're doing enough so you notice a little bit difference and they're going to come back again. Every time they come, they're going to charge you a couple $100. As a business, a couple hundred goes, yo, by the time they fix that one computer, finally, you gotta buy another computer. You know, it's I go, I'm not an IT guy. I'm a computer technician. I'm the mechanic. I'm the doctor. I tell you what's wrong with your computer today and what you got to do to fix it. You know, and I don't charge a lot for what I do. That's why the reason why a lot of computer shops don't like me locally, because I don't charge nothing. You know, I'm stuck on the whole idea of twin flames, and I feel like I found mine. So with that said, okay, check it out. So you can go with twin flames if you choose to. Me personally, once again, I'm gonna say a million times. You know, no one's gotta listen to me what I'm saying. You know, I'm not Bible thumping nobody what I'm saying. You know, my knowledge, etc. But I don't believe in twin flames. You know, soulmates, all the traditional sayings. Because if break down a twin flame, for the most part, they're here to teach. They're here to teach us. You know, they're the ones that typically destroy us. A narcissist 1,000 will destroy you 1,000. That's their job. Their job is to destroy all empaths in the world. And that's why they do body hopping and they devour us and they take all the positive traits. So with that said, when you hear a person they have, I got multiple personalities. What that is to me, it just triggers, boom, you're a narcissist. What you did was if you're Joanne, Maria, Tyrone in your head, whatever the names you want to use for these people, that's all the empaths that you devoured. So you took all their positive traits and now you become nice. You can't be nice. You know, you can become nice for a second. That's it. It's a big difference of being nice and acting nice, you know? And that's why me, I don't believe in that. Bipolar, cool, whatever. But I tell people, what triggers you? What triggers you? It's not because you're bored. Like in the Spanish culture, because in Spanish, I'm toxico. I'm like, dude, or I flash. Like, nah, no. What caused you to flash? Who caused you to flash? So you've been bipolar since day one? No. Someone hurt you, and that's why I tell people you have to fall back and learn how to love yourself 1,000. Mind, body, heart, soul, self, love 1,000. That's why I would say 1,000, not 100, not 500. We have our good days. We definitely have our good days, but nah, you gotta have best days as you can. That's been the hardest situation in my life right now. How to figure this out. I understand. I love that. It's amazing. I've never heard it put that way. Oh yeah, no, I speak different. When you go through your awakening, you once again. So that's the main person. I always use the Matrix. Yeah. Because Matrix is the best movie for the best analogy of what's happening in this world. Neo and the whole squad, but breaking down, Neo is an empath 1,000. Agent Smith, that's a narcissist. That's why he's always trying to stop Neo. And Morpheus and the whole squad. Because that's the rest of the team empaths. That's the whole squad. And that's why if you watch Matrix at the very end, who's he talk to? Supposedly it's God, you know? The creator, etc. He explains to why everything's happening in this world, and so on and so on. So it's pretty crazy, but that's the best analogy. That's why me, July 3rd, I'm gonna get that on me. So I'm gonna bump it up 1,000, like I say, and call it all emps and narcs 1,000. And then people some empaths get bothered when I say that. They're like, you're categorizing people and you're judging people. I'm like, break it down. Break it down. All you have in this world to make your life a hell of a lot easier. I don't care where you come from, what nationality, what tongue you speak. Emps and narcs, that's all you are. What are you as an individual? After you figure out what you are, if you're a narcissist, you're a lost cause. You can't be fixed. God can't fix you. End of story, right? Sounds harsh, but I'm not gonna hear it. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. Yeah, all you in the amp world, you have traditional, you have hurt, you have lost, and 2020 amps. The 2020 amps are the ones that got to the awakening. I say 2020 because the world died in 2020. Last year, like, yo, I died. You think I'm the only one that went through a breakup during a zombie apocalypse? Who in the right mind wants to cheat when there's a zombie apocalypse happening and potentially you can bring the COVID to your home with your kids or your partner or your family, etc.? Yeah, that's why I have this. SOS stuck on stupid. 1 plus 1 equals 3. No, that's wrong. But hey, to each own was definitely. Narc says, do you think it's a type of spiritual warfare? Oh, yeah, 1,000. So here's the kicker. So it's, once again, crazy talk. When I say things, you don't have to believe anything I'm saying. But once you go through your awakening and you start picking out the matrix of what an empath is, what a narcissist is. Now with that, like me personally, once again, the analogy I was taught in Seattle, you know, squares and circles. Squares, empaths, circle, narcissists. That's why I have squares and circles. I put hashtag squares, half circles, because that's what I was taught in Seattle in 2000. And, you know, I just never took it into consideration because in the Spanish culture, we're not taught about empath and narcissists. But our analogy in the Spanish culture, if you don't believe me, ask anyone that's Spanish around you. You know, you're all Spanish, go to the barbecue. Go to a big gathering and just drop it on them. Hey, hey, Paco, hey, Maria. What's what's a mandilon? What's a machista? So mandilon is an empath. What's a machista? That's a narcissist. You drop those two words, two small but big words in our culture, everyone shoot you. Now I give you a block party. Everyone will stop and look at you crazy like, and all the teenagers be like, yo, and they put you aside. Don't ever ask that in front of the family. Like, what do you mean? Nah, just I'll talk to you about it, but not in front of my parents, not in front of my grandma, my uncles. And the reason being because typically the male is the machista, narcissist, and the female is the mandilona, aka empath. But obviously it goes both ways. There's no gender on that. So, but as far as this, yeah, no, it's my personal opinion. It's this warfare been happening since Adam and Eve time. But with that said, so here's the kicker, which I will do a TikTok. I know they potentially would get pulled because someone's gonna report it, most definitely. But so as a young kid, I was born and raised a Catholic. Me as I am right now, I just pray to God and that's it. My own time. I don't go to church. I know about the Bible, but the Bible has so much question behind it. I just leave it as is, right? So as a kid, I was said, so in my head, I'm like, because we have the right to say, because we have, free will, etc., because of Adam and Eve, right? So I'm just like, cool. So two people, Adam and Eve, screwed up, right? So the whole world today suffered because of two people. And I said all my life, I'm like, damn, God could have just squashed two people, erase them, start all over again. Why did the ball keep rolling? And then to this day, all of us suffered, But with that said, it wasn't supposed to be Adam and Eve. It was supposed to actually be Adam and Lilith. That was pure. Adam and Lilith were created from the same dust. Adam and Eve was created from, so quote unquote Adam's rib, but there's a story behind it that it actually wasn't. It actually was a devil's tail. Sounds crazy, but it's the Bible has been rewritten so many times that part has actually been erased. You have to actually Google it. Just put, if you don't believe me, go on Google, put Adam and Lilith, and you'll read the story. They call Lilith like the queen of demons because Lilith tried to return the favor of giving love back to Adam by being on top, not missionary, being on top. Adam got cut some type of way, and he said no, and she just didn't like that, so she got up and left. So yeah, that's why we suffer with two people. How long are you going to be on live? Do you know I want to try to get my friends to come in? Oh, well, the idea is not to be on here too long. I can come back. I can come on here later. I'm here in Yakima, Washington, so my time right now as we speak is 5:42. What up, Steph? How you doing, Mom? How's it going? But the idea is I have to go do a service call, so I have to leave it a minute. But I'll be back. I can come back on like maybe a couple hours. So my time 5:43. So let's say like by 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. my time, whatever time. I don't know what side of the world you guys are on, but I can jump on my time around 8 p.m. So 2 hours from now, roughly, and then I can continue on. Ask me any questions. I like this talk. I love talking about this. But you have to be, you got to be open minded because things I say is pretty blunt for the most part. You might, but you got to hear it because I tell you all the stuff that I say is the stuff I would have told myself when I was going through it because now I already know what's up. Healing, love that analogy. Oh, thanks, Healing. I love metaphors and analogies. That's for me. On July 3rd when I get my ink done. 2021 is the year of the empath. Oh yeah, so yeah, my girlfriend tells me that. So that's what it says. That's why this year, that's why empaths are coming out. They're speaking freely about Narcissists 1,000, and the war it escalates every which way because true narcissists are now getting exposed, and a narcissist cannot live in this world without an empath. That's the only way to survive. They can try to date or be with a narcissist, but they know each other. They'll devour each other. They can smash each other, but they can't be with each other because they'll devour each other. Colocho, what's up, man? How you doing? ¿Cómo estás? Oh, you in Cali? Okay, cool, yeah. So, yeah, 8 p.m. this time. It'll be look for you. She needs to hear your words very badly. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, just tell, I'll come back here at 8 p.m. I'm going to have to dip out and do this service call. So I could just bang it out and be done with it. And I still have to go do that gym therapy too. But I'll make time most definitely. So yeah, 8 p.m. I got you most definitely. And that's what I'm here for. Like real talk. Like I'm a little guy. It's not for clout. It's not for recognition. But like no disrespect to a lot of people on TikTok. A lot of counselor therapists and psychiatrists out here. A lot of people that talk about narcissists and empaths. Like they talk about it cool. But like first and foremost, like there's a lot of talk about narcissists, which is cool. But the downfall is this. Like I was before, everyone drops the word narcissist way too freely. Me, I like to make fun with it. I like to laugh about it and make fun of it because I'd be like, so if I yell at you, I'm a narcissist, right? If you're having a bad day, you're a narcissist. If the sun is and the wind's not going your way, you're a narcissist. Like no, everyone has narcissist traits. The true narcissists, they're evil. They're trust me. Smash Bros. The Machista 1,000. That's the person that you gotta stay away from every which way. Because they'll destroy you. Their job is to destroy us. They will go to jail, no problem. 1,000. They'll kill you, no problem. 1,000. And they get mad because they get caught. That's the only way you stop a narcissist. Either push them away 1,000 or you get caught and they get locked up. And then now they're on standby. And with that said, I actually saw a TikTok of this girl, this black lady put up this white cat. We got locked up, and then he got tattooed in his head, basically saying a hit list. So yeah, like rat number 1, number 2, and 3, he hasn't crossed out because obviously he killed those rats apparently. Then he has like the It says like, the police. It says police officers. It says judge, the government, and that's on his hit list. And the other side, it says something on his head, but it was censored out. And I commented on there. That's a true narcissist at his finest. He's just mad because he's locked up. He can mentally want to kill somebody, but he really can't. Only if he kills another inmate, etc. But those people, he can't. As long as he gets detained for quite a while, he can't run general population no more. And then by me saying that, she commented a little emoji, like shaking her head, like, and that's why I responded back. I was like, yo, if you don't know anything about empathy and narcissists, that's the world. That's the reason why the world suffered. Two small big words, Yes, I'm good now. Oh, I'm doing good. Actually, the idea wasn't to jump on live today. I was actually on Shaun and Don's, Shaun of the Dead. I was called Shaun of the Don. I think the music artist, the rap artist. But anyways, I was on Shaun because I was talking about the breakdown of goldfish. The how can I say it? When you want to date somebody or get to know somebody, that's what I did with every female that I spoke to, so I can get them to know them today, not tomorrow. So I was just stop breaking the goldfish talk, then talk about emps, narc, the usual talk that I talk about. Steph, you know what the deal is. You just have a really good day with words. Oh, a really good way. Oh, it's because once again, like me personally, like as empaths in this world, like you just talk. First and foremost, we're our own best friend. Nobody in the world knows us better than us. Nobody, not your mom, not your father, not your kids, not your girl. I don't care. No, we're our own best friends. Till the day that I'm in the computer world, till they make robots, T2s and Skynet, and then AI can read our minds, then we're pretty much screwed because we can't think for ourselves because the robots can read our minds. So with that said, nobody knows you better than you. Nobody. You know when you're doing wrong. You know when you're right. Everything's premeditated, etc. So on and so on. So like me, I tell people, yo, I'm my own best friend, right? So I'm always talking to myself. Always. Me ever since last year, when I died, and then especially. I think like 2 weeks after May 3rd it happened, 2 weeks after I finally went live on Facebook and I just started doing my own therapy. I started just talking to the world. In the Spanish culture, that's a no-no, and from there, why a lot of people got triggered, which, and I didn't care. I tell people, even my ex would get mad because gaslighting. So once again, narcissists do gaslighting, but with that said, so do empaths. A hurt traditionalist empath will do the exact same thing because they have narcissist traits. They will gaslight you. They will sell you dreams. They will love bomb you. They'll play the role of victim, saying stuff. That's the same concept of narcissist, but they're fighting themselves, and eventually they're going to figure themselves out. And that's why her. She was mad. She would tell me, stay quiet about it. I'm thinking about us. She was, messing around with her dude. I'm thinking about us. I need my space. And me like a dummy, because we're paying the guy, they change, and we get them back. You don't need them back in your life. I promise you. You had to go through that. You just got to figure out life eventually. And that's that people. You jump on TikTok. You hear narcissist tree, narc talk, emp talk. You have a lot of people that have their stories. Everyone that's an empath has very, very similar stories. No matter if it's one relationship or 1,000 relationships in your life, it's all very similar. And we always get devoured. And we ask ourselves, why us? Why me? Why God? You pray to, cry to God, etc. Cry to wherever about it. And then, it's a broken record, man. It sucks. It hurts, yes, but you have to figure it out. But you have to have a support team. I'm saying a million times, you got to have a support team, man. A counselor, therapist, psychiatrist, that's cool. That's one. As long as they're true and honest with you, most definitely. If they're telling you what I'm telling you today, because I'm blunt. I tell people, I'm here to stab in your heart today, not tomorrow, so you can wake up, so you know what you're going through and what you're feeling, so you don't be stuck in your past thoughts, because the past can't be fixed. You can try to. In our heads, the world's beautiful. How about that? It's perfect. But the word perfect doesn't exist. Because if it did, then why we suffering? Healing real talk. I like to see if I'm going to be like that and nurse. Oh well, Edgar. As far as that, so okay. So back to you, as far as drugs and alcohol, etc. Right. So with that said, my belief is this: we all know this for a fact. We don't need alcohol and drugs in our life, like Tylenol and stuff like that. Medicine, yes, but as far as like for drinking, partying, and bullshit, no, you don't need it. You have to have necessities, accessories, needs and wants. There's a big difference. You don't need a drug. You want it, but you don't need it, etc. And so on and so on. So that's why I tell people when you go through emotions, you can potentially, if you have a support team, you can potentially fall to drugs and alcohol. And potentially, what's the worst case scenario? Suicide. We all have, trust me, in this whole world, everyone has thought of suicide, especially through going through breakups, or you're losing a family or family member that's that close to you, like a brother, sister to you, a parent to you, etc. The suicide thought potentially could be there because you're devoured, and if you don't have a support team, you potentially might go through it. And so with that said, by me saying that comment, my personal opinion is this: all the people that die in this world are empaths. Why don't drivers kill innocent people? Empaths. And that's either narcissist that killed them or a person that, that's a hurt empath, hurt traditional lost empath. Because you don't need drugs and alcohol. And with that said, when you have alcoholics that die, let's say at a party, or drugs because they overdosed, and they're with their quote unquote friends, well, typically a narcissist, they'll build a tolerance, so they'll get drunk with you, but since their tolerance is higher than yours, you're gonna keep drinking with them because then it gaslights you and what, keep pushing you. Oh yeah, have another shot with me, etc. Keep pushing you, etc. Keep taunting. Oh come on, man, that was just one more drink. That one drink for you is gonna kill you. That kills them. The narcissist, their tolerance is way up there. Same thing when they're doing drugs. And they wouldn't say, I told them to stop drinking. I told them to stop getting high. I didn't put a gun to their head. Narcissist. I like to call it narcissist tendencies. Oh yeah, no, it is. No, it's every empath in this world has narcissist traits. Think about it. Do you really want to be mean to people? Do you really want to cuss at people? Do you really want to beat people up? Do you want to kill people? No. But it can potentially happen because your environment, someone puts to your limits and now you're popping off. It's crazy to me. It's crazy me to say things as you. That's why I came to TikTok. Oh no, Edgar, TikTok's the best platform for this. Like, trust me, when I was doing like Facebook Live, IG Live, etc., this narcissist talk is not really. It's dropped on it, but very minutely. It's more for IG is more for promotion, business, etc. Right? Facebook is like it's for everything, yes, but even then. There's not. You have if you go on Facebook, you can type empath narcissist. There's a bunch of pages. Most definitely there is a lot of groups you can jump on there. But even then, I'm on to this day. I'm on the Facebook empath narcissist pages, and I make my comments, and a lot of people like who says that? Who taught you that? And I'll be like me, myself, and Irene. I go, these are my personal notes. That's how I would tell myself if I was going to do it again. And this is my notes to the whole world. I'm passing. You don't have to believe what I'm saying. Just share it to the world if you can and yourself, because you need to hear this. And then be like, well, you got my attention. I go, yeah, because I'm stabbing the heart to have you pick up the pieces of your heart together, so you go to recovery, healing process a lot faster than I did. Like, it's not a competition, but I tell people I had a squad of 10. Very, very blessed. I love them to the fullest because that's why I got let go 88 days, because it took me 88 days to let it go 100. I got closure my way. And then 70 days later, I let it go 1,000. And with that said, a narc, that's the reason why, that's the reason why the healing process is hard, because as them, we want closure. Narcissists won't ever get closure. Traditional lost stamp, same thing. They won't give you, because the narcissist traits, they will not give you closure. So as an empath, when you're going through, you're awakening, like, you figure it out yourself. I tell people, what do? We're lovers and healers and what? Overthinkers. So me personally, I talk to my peoples. I got my digital receipt, etc. I put the pieces, the piece of the puzzle together wise, and I figured it out. I had dates, time frames, etc. Everything, and and that's what I tell my ex. It's not a competition. I'm not knocking. I'm just telling a story. You have the right to say that, and make you make you guys look bad. But I go, in reality, you chose to cheat, right? And you chose to do what you did. That was a premeditated thought. So with that said, that's on you. So a lot of exes will say you're defaming them. I tell them, nah, you defamed yourself by doing your premeditated intentions. It was already happening. And that's why I have this. It starts with the phone, social media, third party. You tell your soft story to a third party. It don't matter if it's one person or 1,000. That person has a right to give you advice, right? Keep it humble. Don't pass your boundaries. Or drop the if lines, which I should write a book about it. But the if lines is this: if you was with me, I'll show you more love. If you was with me, we'll travel the world. If you was with me, I'll give you everything. Everything if. So the person that's down, emotionally down, they would love to hear that. For example, I told you would love to hear that from my mouth, but we have our issues. So he dropped that on you, wise, and you ran with it. So that's why I call it body hopping. So that's what you do. The Jada August. So you did the entanglement. That's why I have it on me. And I go, you're bothered because why? I'm the only person in the world that has my unique ink. Nobody in the world has this. It's answers to life, relationships, and why we suffered. Very easy. I promise you. It's hard. Life's not hard at all. I promise you that. It's just we made it hard once again because our environment. Relationships are hard at all, but you have to know what you are as an individual. What are you? Are you an empath or are you a narcissist? That's all you have in this world. I don't care, nationality, Spanish, white, yellow, purple, I don't care. You could be alien. Even if there's aliens here, which I believe there are. Yo, alien, what are you? Are you empathy narcissist? Jezebel's man, the worst. Oh, yes. Facts. Thanks, Edgar. Healing. Thanks, Mist. Made her a promise that I would never do it again. And no matter how bad it gets, I don't allow myself to ever go there again. I don't break my promises. That's good. No, yo, well, once again, drugs and alcohol, you don't like alcohol. Once again, T-Shaun, if you do it for like casual, get a buzz chill, that's on you. I drink very seldomly. I could buy a 6-pack of beer, but lights, and I'm not a drinker. That 6-pack could last me potentially all year longer. I don't drink. I don't need it in my life. You know. So with drugs, the only thing I'll say is marijuana is the only drug in the world that can't kill you. Every other drug, alcohol, Tylenol, ibuprofens, that'll kill you. If you don't believe me, just do a marathon. The only person that survives is the person that's doing marijuana, because your body can only handle so much THC, and you pass out, you wake up, and you're either hungry or you do it again, but you won't die from it. So, but you don't need it. Only 88 days? Healing, that sounds wild. No, I know, it sounds crazy as hell, but yes, it took me 88 days, because once again, so here's a kicker, it's hard to do TikToks about the whole, that's why you gotta do lives are like, or I do like, something like I'll do Facebook Live, or I'll do like, Zoom calls. Yeah, Zoom calls, there we go. But with that said, that's why I got blessed with my 10 amps, and that's why I say a million times on my TikToks, my lives, people's their TikToks, and I comment. I go, you have 1,000. You have to have a support team. The more the merrier. If it's not a competition, but I had 10 that came out. They reached out to. I didn't ask. Like I knew it was. The first 2 weeks were really hard. Most definitely, because I bought myself and with 8 kids. So I have, our baby was barely gonna be 8 months. My oldest was 17 at the time. So then it goes down the list. So I had 8 kids. With my stepson, 8 kids. And I had to juggle the kids. I'm going to Seattle doing the markets, holding the baby, and then me, I was falling apart. But so me as an individual, like, I can't hold on my kids. Like, nah, it's not my kids' fault, our kids' fault that her and I failed. No, it's us. It's toxic. So I'm not gonna take, if I want to, like everyone. That's why I say boys and girls and men and women. If I wanted to be a boy and run from my situation, which a lot of people do, they give the kids to they give the kids to who? They give the kids to who? The parents. I could give our kids to her parents and my uncles, and just scatter them. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not folding. It's not the kid's fault. That's the people, baby mom, baby father, step parents, stepmom, stepfathers, forget about that. They forget that the true victims in the toxic relationship are the kiddos, 1,000. That's why you have to do co-parenting best as. Anyone that's bitter, because you're bitter about the past. You haven't let go. You haven't learned how to let go. You have to forgive, not forget. Don't hate, don't dislike, don't hold a grudge against them. Just don't like the way they did it to you. It sucks, it hurts you. Yes, it does. It sucks balls. It does. But it's over. It was the best in disguise. You don't want to hear, you don't want to see, but it's a damn truth. I'm sorry to tell you, but it's the truth. And that's why you'll get through it. And that's why me, once again, my first 2 weeks was very hard. That was the worst. That was emotional breakdowns, anxiety attacks, yeah, it was bad. Praying again, crying like a bitch, like crazy. It was bad. It was hella bad. But I've been through it, before my first baby moms. And I told myself, I'm not doing a 5.5 years of my first baby moms. Hell no. No. There has to be a reason behind this. It's not happening because we're bored. There has to be reasoning. And that's why as empaths, what are we? We're overthinkers. I just kept picking at the matrix. And that's when after 2 weeks, my 10 apps, 4 locally here, and then 6 through IG and Facebook that don't know me from Adams, they just know me as a computer guy, reached out to me. And from there, they were, in the beginning, what do we do? We tell our story, and it's a broken record. And true family and friends will always be there for you since day one. They're a toxic, a narcissist, aka energy vampires. When you tell your story, they're like, "Damn, get over them. It's over. Why don't you find yourself another girl? Why don't you go party and kick it? And get out of your system." That's a typical narcissist. For sure, energy vampire could be traditional her last stamp. That's all you have in this world. There's narcs and emps. So with that said, that's why I say energy vampires, just throw them all in one category. You don't need them. That's the people you don't need. That's what when she did that, everyone's like, "Oh, let's go out and kick it. Take your kids, get yourself a babysitter. Then we'll find someone another girlfriend." I'm like, so by me doing partying, kicking, doing drugs, all that, getting another girlfriend, it's gonna fix my pain. It's gonna heal me. And I just got mad at them, like, "Nah, you guys are stupid." And they got mad at me, like, "What? You're stupid." No, that ain't gonna fix nothing. That's just a patch. Lust, that's just a patch. Yeah, we have needs, but that don't mean nothing. It's not gonna fix me. I have to fall back and work on myself. 1,000. Well, at the time, I said 100. And they'd be like, cool, whatever. Like, and that's why me personally, I dropped a lot of people. I was like, and I was before TikTok, my Facebook. I said my Facebook many times, yo, like I'm going through it right now. I know a lot of you females want to come out and help me out with the kids, etc. But I'll figure it out. But don't come at me to be with me or get to know me. I'll let you know. You can ask me whatever question. I'm gonna originally let you know about me, but don't think you're gonna potentially try to pursue anything with me. Nah, I'm hurting. I got 8 kids. I got them worried about. No respect, but not another female. No. So that's why my 10 amps they helped me in the beginning. They would tell me the same thing. Every day. Vent to me. Say what you got to say. In the beginning, it's very repetitive. You're gonna say exact same story line for line. As you're healing, you'll start missing sentences and skipping words because you're going through the healing process. I'm gonna tell you the same thing that my amps told me when I was going through it, and they tell me every single day. I can call them, video chat, DM, etc. And they would tell me, "Okay, you're done? Like, yeah. You feel better? Yeah. I'm gonna tell you this." And they tell me every day, you don't need her by your side. She could be with him or 1,000. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You have to do the most hardest step in the world and the most painful. You gotta let her go. And I was like, what? You gotta let it go. That's why I have, let go 80 days. You have to let it go, man, because if you don't, you're gonna be here for the long haul. And then what's the worst part when you go in the very beginning of the breakup? At nighttime, we're watching the time. We're watching the sundown, and then when the sundown's done, nighttime kicks in. What's the cherry on top? If you have kids, it's hella hard. Even by yourself, it's hella hard. The loneliness. That's where you die. The loneliness, because they're out there with 1 or 1,000. They're not by your side. But with that said, I promise you, like they told me, you don't need them by your side. It's a blessing in disguise. You just don't see it. Just right now, you don't want to hear it because you're like, what? How is it? So I'm supposed to die and hurt? This is the best in disguise. Yes, you don't want to hear. You have to get mad at me, cuss at me. I don't care. Rage if you want to. But with that said, yes, it is a blessing in disguise. You just don't see it right now. I promise this. I'm telling you what they told me. I'm just passing the information to what they told me, and that's why I'm helping you. And that's why I love them to death. It's pretty amazing. I got blessed, and I tell people it's not a competition at all. But if I let it go in 88 days, 100, and then 7 days later, 1,000, and that's with a squad of 10. Now imagine if you did that with a squad of 20. I hear on TikTok, you can have a squad of 1,000. People can recover in 10 days, 20 days, 30 days easily. So I tell people, that's why me personally, when I do people's TikToks, I drop them on like 24, 25 comments, and I always get responses because this is the notes I would tell myself if I was going through it again. Let me see. Sorry, guys, catching comments. Edgar, down my left arm, same spot as your arm. I have apotrusan no nayoso. What is that? I'm asking. It is to be reborn by your hand to a new life. That's awesome. Nobody has mine either. There you go. It's all about unique ink. No respect. Everybody has their ink. That's awesome, most definitely. But if you have unique ink, that's always sayings to behind it, or metaphorically or analogies to it. That's a lot better, most definitely. And my cousin has resuscitated me. Oh, dang. That's bad. I'm happy you're back, brother. Did you forgive her? Oh, yeah, healing 1,000. You have to. Remember, I tell people, forgive, not forget. And with that said, don't hate, don't dislike, don't hold a grudge against them. Just don't like the way they did it to you. And then now you're at peace with yourself. And I know it's hard. Trust me. I make it sound easy because I've been over it. Once again, 8 days. Been over it. So it's really, really easy for me to say. A lot of people are going through it. They're like, I'm supposed to forgive them? But they cheat on me. They beat me. I've been beat up. I've been hit. I've been hit in the freeway. I've dealt with all that. Yeah, it sucks. It hurts most definitely. But you're not going to, as an empath, you're not going to feel any better about yourself if you hate, if you dislike them, if you hold a grudge against them. You're going to beat yourself up. Once again, it's your head. No only person in the world that can fix your head is yourself. If you want to be bitter, keep being bitter. And then what are you going to do? You're going to lash out at people. Lash out at others. And you question yourself, why am I being like this? You're being like that because you have all that built in your head. If you don't vent, if you don't talk to anybody, I tell people, in the very beginning of my first 2 weeks, right, when I was by myself, if you don't believe me, I tell people, you can watch my Facebook, on my YouTube channel, which I hear my bio, my YouTube channel. Go on to the very beginning when I started doing my narc talking. You can see me like as I'm talking, my tone of voice, like I said in my lives, I won't cry on here. If I notice, you'll see me, I'll bite my teeth, and I did. I would bite down and so calm it down, hold the tears, and then from there continue on talking. Everyone's like, oh, just cry. Like, nah, I'll cry my own time. You ain't see me cry here publicly, negative, So, but yeah, totally forgave him was definitely that's why we're good. Oh, hey Terry, thank you, miss. You don't gotta do that. Thank you. I feel so similar to 12-step group journey. I've heard, I can't really speak on that, but I've heard it's similar to that, but deeper. Oh yeah, no, it's so with that said, like once again, alcohol and drugs, right? You don't need. We all know this. You don't need them. You don't need them in your life. If you drink occasionally, that's cool. Get a buzz and chill, cool, but don't make it a habit. You know, like don't sit on that. Some people, when you go through your life, what you do? You know, I need a drug and alcohol. No, you don't. You need people to talk to. You need people to vent to, chop it up with. You know, say what you got to say, and that's it. You know, lonely. It's a lonely process in the beginning, but with that said, you have a squad, a support team. You can always call TX. Like tell people, yo, you don't know me from Adams. You can call me, text me, DM me. We can video chat, do a Zoom call. You know, do a one-on-one on IG. I do it with a lot of people here on IG, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. You know, through IG or Facebook, through Messenger. We video chat with them and talk to them. I tell them, what do you want to know? And then I tell them my story. Cool, I'll tell you a story. Oh, what's up, K Fashion? How you doing, miss? Welcome to awesome to your new account. That sucks that the ban. I apologize. It's just TikTok's funny about that. TikTok just I can't speak on them too much. They're backwards every which way. But remember, sex, alcohol is anything negative makes $1. Being positive or doing things correctly doesn't make $1. So that's probably the reason why they do that. Sorry about that. I need a squad. Oh, Healing, I tell you, hey, welcome to the live. Welcome to my TikTok, etc. You can DM me, etc. I tell you, if you have Facebook, IG, we can video chat. You can ask me whatever you like. I love talking. I thought people, if I got paid to talk, I'd be a zillionaire because I'm a socialist. I love talking. And with that said, it's I'll guide you every which way. But like tell people like I can hold your hand and guide you. Like so, I don't know if you guys like if you ever heard of NF, the rap artist, etc. He's an awesome artist. He's an awesome artist, and if you're over it, if you're going through depression, breakups, alcoholics, no, it's very depressional. Very until he knows he has depression. He's still trying to figure himself out. But the word he says is very deep. The only downfall is if you're going through it, he's trust me, he's not the artist to listen to. I listened to him when I was going through it. Oh man, hell no. You'd be bawling, crying because you think about them, you think about your mistakes. If I could take time back, I would have done what I've done. No, it's been written. You can't fix it. So why you just sit there marinate in your head to fix the past? Once again, in our head, the world's perfect. Care Bears, everyone loves each other. No one's cheating, no war, nothing. Beautiful. Physically negative. Far from that, you're dying. And it sucks. It hurts most definitely, but you'll get through it. But once again, I tell people you gotta have a squad, a support team. If you see my TikToks, DM me. I'll talk with anybody easily. I love doing this. I understand. I'll be back at 8. I'll be looking forward to. Oh yeah, for sure. I tell you. Oh yeah, I can dip in a second. Hey Terry, how you doing, miss? How's it going? Apologize, catch everybody. Yep. You know what's up, K Passion. And once again, everyone grab it, tag each other. K Passion, she's an awesome individual. She's cool people's, and she does her live, and she does. That's awesome. I tell people I invite people also if they choose to jump in, but she'll do dual lives with a lot of people on there, and she's an awesome, viable person. She knows about emps and narcs also. And like to everybody, we all have our own knowledge, our own experiences. But when it comes to amps, we have very similar stories. Give or take some words, etc. But it's always good to vent. And I tell people this is our therapy. I've been over 1,000, but it's our therapy to vent, to guide others, and etc. And I tell people ask whatever I'm not a virgin. Ask me whatever you like. I got you every which way 1,000. It's just the idea is to eventually wake you up. So you go. So what I'm trying to achieve, honestly speaking, wise, is like extension of rap artist, right? Young Cat, rest in peace for him. That was him. Was definitely we was way ahead of the game before the awakening wise. But like when they asked him one time, they asked him, how are you? He's like, I'm dead. I'm alive, but I'm dead. That's the best analogy when you're going through your true awakening and you go into this. That's how it feels like. When it takes, if they say narcissist, yes, a narcissist will always destroy you 1,000. But with that said, I can speak from my experience. I'm actually not a narcissist. He's a hurt empath. So traditional hurt and lost them with narcissist traits, they value the exact same way, discard you the exact same way. And that's why I'm cool with her. I already figured this out. So I told her, you're as you speak today, you're still a hurt empath. Your dude is a traditional. He's trying to fix you. That's why you body hopping, because he make you feel good. That's awesome. I'm a 2020 amp. I'm calling everybody out. All narcs, all amps out, and all narcissists. I don't care about you. Discard you 1,000. End of story. I'm not the one. All traditional lost amps. I'm here to guide you every which way. So you can go through. The idea is to go through your awakening with all the knowledge that I have and all my personal notes, etc. Excuse me. So you don't go through that I'm dead, alive, a day phase, etc. Because then from there wise, that shit hurts, man. It hurts bad because like they say, you're dead, you're alive, but you would rather be dead because when you're dead, you don't feel nothing. You're dead, you're done, you're done. When you're alive and you go into that feeling, like you just want to curl up to a ball and just like want the world to stop and leave you alone type of stuff. That's hard, especially when you have kids on top of that. Like, tell me, I would say 50 kids, but I got 8 kiddos, 7 by blood, and my stepson. That's very, very hard. But if, not a competition. I'm not throwing this in nobody's face if you have no kids. But I did it with the squad with kiddos, and you can do it. I promise you that. But you have to have a support team. I tell you, I got you in the world's best dads 1,000. That's what I have on my income. That's why in July 3rd I'll get Matrix Talks, 100,000. I'll have it all on here, and then I'll be considered really crazy every which way. Oh, for sure, Edgar. Yeah, most definitely. I'll tell you, 8 o'clock, be on here. Keep passion. Awesome. Thank you, Miss. You're awesome, phenomenal person. Most definitely awesome mother, awesome individual. Well, everybody is. I tell everybody, you gotta tag each other, show each other love, and if you can't support it, support and uplift other people. Most definitely. I know we all have our flaws and issues, but as them, we're lovers and healers, and overthinkers. We're here to support each other which way and get through it as I believe as a squad, as a team. I tell you, it's not a competition. I'm just telling you, how I did it, etc. And that's why I got blessed with, squad of 10, Lego 88 days, 7 days later, 1,000. That's why I would say 1,000. That's why when I hit 1,000, that's why I started switching all the terminology up, because I don't believe in tradition anymore. Like when they say, oh, well, you only live once, negative. You live every day, you only die once. That's how it's supposed to be, honestly. But everyone's stuck on the traditional sayings because before we was even born, to our core, 1,000. I stopped. Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure, Passion. Keep Passion, most definitely. Thanks, Emil. You're an awesome individual. And thanks, stop by. We have a busy life, most definitely. And you guys, you're very, very popular. So keep doing your thing, miss. You're doing awesome. Honestly, I only use drugs to block my empathic abilities out of fear. Oh, don't do that, brother. Just if you can't stop them, you can try to. Remember, so drugs and alcohol. When you get drunk, you get too high in life. What you do? All you're doing is what? Stop it in the pain. Put your pain and your problems on layaway. When your high goes away, you recover from being drunk and you're sober. Your problems, whatever your situation, they're knocking. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Edgar? I never left. I was here waiting for you. So now that you're sober, your high is gone. What are you gonna do to fix me? You gonna stay here and try to fix me, or are you gonna get up and get drunk and get high again? And coach, put me on layaway. I'm never leaving. You're leaving, but y'all was gonna come back because you gotta deal with me eventually. And that's the people forget about that. And the downfall on top of that, people's problems, they want to fix the world in one day. You can't do that. You can't fix your problems one day. You just tackle one problem at a time, and that's it. Adapt to your situation best as, and that's it. What you upset about NFX? Oh no. I'm not upset about his facts. No. NF is an awesome artist. Like once again, for me, the way I am right now, or since last year in reality, he's he's a beautiful artist. He gets down. It's beautiful. The only downfall I'm saying is if you're going through it, PTSD, anxiety, drugs, alcohol, a breakup, he is not the artist to listen to, because you're already going through your feelings, right? Perfect example, NF here on TikTok, all these TikTokers, which I call it sad TikToks, where they're like, they hurt you, they use you. It's also, you're going through your feelings. You just went through a breakup, or you're going through a breakup. No matter, everyone has their own stages of healing. And look at me, my first one of 5.5 years. That's pathetically a long time. I talked to many females and some males too. 2 years, 3 years single, 9 years single, praying to God that their ex that's already married and kids will come back, that God would change the ways. And I tell them, I'm not trying to be, burst your bubble and hurt you, but you got to hear it. God can't, it's over, it's done with. I'm sorry to tell you. 9 years of your life, you've been waiting praying to God for this individual to come back, change the ways. It's over. But hey, I'm not here. I'm not here to beat you up with the Bible. I'm not knocking on you. I'm just saying, you come first before anybody. Before your kids, before him, before anybody. You have to love yourself 1,000. Mind, body, heart, and soul. Self-love 1,000. If you don't, then you're gonna do what we all do, mistakes, and try to keep praying for the wrong individual. You should be praying for yourself. Exactly. Said, not upset. That's right. Just passing it for a stronger experience for later. Yep. Can I keep getting stuck? I got to go. Thank you. Oh, for sure. No, I know this talking. It can go forever. It's a very viable subject, etc. Not upset. I meant said or sad. Oh, yeah, no. I'll tell you, that's again. If you're over like I myself 1,000, the 2020 app, then it's a beautiful. Like me personally, like I tell people, if you want to test yourself as an individual to see your mental state of mind, because a lot of people verbalize, oh, I'm good, I'm blessed, I'm over them 1,000. I'm done doing drugs, alcohol, etc. Right? Cool. Most definitely. We can all verbalize. Most definitely. But with that said, like if you want to really test your mental state of mind, if you're really over the situation, on Spotify, I can give you like I can DM you whatever Facebook said. I can DM you like so when I work out with my gym therapy, right? So when I do cardio, I listen to more like rap, rock, metal, upbeat stuff, fast stuff. But when I actually lift weights, I listen to I call it break. My category is breakup music and then numb music, which is like NF and other artists that that it's to me it's beautiful because it's very deep. Like if I was going through my feelings, which I was last year and before that, then you're gonna go. I don't care if you're lifting weights or you're driving. It's gonna have flashbacks of whoever hurt you, your exes, whoever beat you up, etc. It will get you through your feelings. I tell people, but if you can listen to all the tracks and no flashbacks of anybody, your ex, whoever hurt you, touched you, etc., then you are doing good. You're healing or you're healed 1,000. But I tell people, I pass it to them, and they're like, "Yo, how do you work? How do you live weights to that? That's just sad, man. Gives me my feelings." I was like, because you haven't healed. Or you're still trying to heal. That's why you're in your feelings. If those songs made you think about your ex once again, drugs, alcohol, hard times, you're still trying to heal or you're going through the process. That's the type of people. It's just a song. It's deep as hell, but it's just a song. It's just words. Those words are only meaningful if it has to do with you. I tell people, yo, words don't mean nothing to me. The only people in the world that bother me is my kids. But that's their kids' job. Their job is to push all the red buttons we didn't know we had, But as far as adults, teenagers, if they're doing wrong, it bothers me, yes. But as far as like an adult, like cuss me out, comment, I tell people, you want to see how I hope no one bans me, etc. with this because I'm just blunt. But I tell people, you want to see what words that don't hurt me at all. I tell someone, tell me, yo, you a faggot, you suck dick, right? A male tells me this, I'll be cool. I am a faggot, I do suck dick, but I suck dick because you taught me dick sucking 101. See, I take it and flip it on you now, right? Now they're gonna get mad. I'm gonna just tell them, call them out. So you try to come at me and hurt me, whereas I didn't. I don't care, but they're just petty words, man. I'm not that. I know I'm not that 1,000. But if I sit here and validate myself and get mad about it, people will think potentially I am gay, I suck dick, etc. Right? Because when you have to validate yourself and explain yourself, potentially people will think that you are that, or you are doing that. When you just let it go and flip it on them, now what? Now what happens? Everyone's gonna laugh at them, and then they're gonna get mad at me, and I'm gonna just throw out you came at me, and I came back at you. Reverse psychology, I flipped it on you. You don't like that, does you? It don't bother me none. I'm just having fun with it. But with that said, don't be mean to others. Others, if you want a reaction, you want to get physical. I don't believe in getting physical, nobody. That's caveman shit. I'd rather beat you up with words and kill you with words. I don't die with words. You will. If you're soft, I will kill you with words. If it's my intention to, no, I don't want to. But that's why my number is 3. I will warn you 3 times. I don't want to talk about that. It ain't gonna hurt my feelings, but I'm just like, no, your feelings gonna hurt. After the 3rd time, I told you, I'll drop it on you, and you get mad and flip out. I told you. I'm not gonna get mad. It's over, done with. I love that. Oh yeah, Edgar, no, but definitely DM me your DM me if I'm on here wise, and I can send you on my Facebook, and I can send you a message. I just passed you my my Spotify list of my breakup list and then my numb music list. And trust me, like yo, if you can listen to all of them with nothing behind it, like no feelings, then you're good, you're healing, or you're fully healed. But if you have any flashback of anything, any childhood trauma, anything, then you're still going through it. I tell you, if you're still going through it, you could potentially cry because it's deep ass songs. I tell people, only people that are going through it, it will touch your heart because it's gonna get you to your feelings. You would potentially start crying. That's how everyone's like, you listen to that. I put on my Facebook. You listen to that while you're working out. That's just sad. I was like, it's sad for the people that are going through it. I'm over it. I tell people that's why I do my TikTok, gym therapy. I go, when you're going through your pain and when you're working out, that's nothing compared to what you went through physically, mentally, emotionally. Nothing. That's just physical pain. From the gym, just maintaining, that's it. Don't push yourself to the limit to hurt yourself, no, but just keep maintaining, that's it. There's nothing compared to what we went through in life, Edgar laughing. I believe I just like to have fun in life, honestly speaking wise. Like we go through and it sucks most definitely. But I believe in this, once you figure it out, just laugh about it. Like, like for example, once again, I have nothing against my ex nor her dude at all. We had a situation about a month and a half ago, a small altercation, and I never spoke to dude. Never, not once the situation happened. And he came on there, and so once again, words don't bother me. I love to have fun. And he's, I did a mistake, not know, potentially, not done at the time, but I had to find the contact, etc. So he came out, he jumped on there because he, got his girlfriend, was definitely cool. No disrespect to dude at all. And he started cussing. And I was like, dude, I've never spoke to you in my life. And you're going to come out here and start cussing instead? And I go, cool, hey, I'll have fun with this. And I just started doing my thing. I go, it's A-B conversation between her and I. You know, you got to see yourself out of here. But with that said, you're in the mix now. And I just started dropping on them. And then it was supposed to, it was a small altercation between her and I, and that's it. And I was like, cool, I will find the contract said with you. And when, you find it your side, I'll find my side. But I'm the one that wrote it. It's on one of my laptops. I have so many laptops. I got to find it, right? And if it's my mistake, I will correct it. That's it. It's very easy. Life's not hard. People make things as they want. They want things blown out of proportion. They want altercations. I don't want altercations with nobody. For what reason? What do you get out of that? Being angry? Oh, that's awesome. Ruin your day? Oh, that's awesome. No, we'll just figure it out and keep it humble, And with that said, that's why it was only a small little altercation. That's nothing crazy. I told her, let me fix it and I'll correct it. And if it is my fault, then I'll correct it. And boom, end of the day, right? So from there, there's he cussed, and I was like, I told him, hey, you're both on the line. I never spoke to you, as you do that. I've never spoke to you in my life. Now you're on here. Let's have fun with it. And then we talked about everything. Basically, it all came out. They were staying more quiet because not really when I say this, but I'm not a statistical Mexican Chicano. I'm not. I'm not saying I'm better than but I'm not a statistic. I'm myself. I'm unique. I'm not a. That's why everyone's like, you're Chicano, you're Mexican. Yeah, but tell me. No, I'm myself. I'm not a statistic. I'm not a label. I don't want to be a label. Everyone in this I can't say world. This nation is born in this nation, and when you're born in this nation, we're all labeled as a statistic of that certain nationality, etc. Either be the label, or be yourself, be unique, be part of the crowd, or be yourself. I didn't give a shit about the crowd. I didn't ever care about the crowd. I'm myself. I'm my own crowd, So with that said, that's why people will give you grief, but you just got to be strong because you're like, oh, you're weird, you're different. And do I care? You don't talk to me. Keep pushing. Have a good day, So with that said, not you, they God are correct. See, steady, don't you got something to do? I'm the 1%. Oh, I know. I got it. Yeah, I know. 6:30, I'm out, kids, for sure. I got to go over there and then take care of that router. So I got 8 minutes to finish real quick, and I'll jump back on the 8. That's the idea, because the idea is not to be long over there, because that's the idea, but computers can act funny sometimes. So anyway, so like when they were going through I just dropped it on them because they're like, she was like, oh, you're so stuck on me, which I love to debate. I told her, yo, you can say that. That's a traditional thing from the Spanish culture, and anyone from the outside looking in. Well, you're on TikTok, so you're still talking about her. I go, I'm telling a story. But you can say that. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm telling a story. I'm not a victim. I'm not a survivor. I've been through it all. But with that said, let's see. Oh yeah, for sure. I gotta take care. But with that said, we're on here. All three of us finally. This is the way we're gonna, meet. Cool, whatever. It's cool. And then and when she's like, yo, you're still on me? I'm like, no, I'm telling a story. Once again, I'm a survivor. I'm not a victim. You can tell on your side, go, yo, it's your TikTok, your Facebook. Say whatever you got to say. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I love to debate. Say what I say, and I'll say, yeah, I did do that. I go, so you're just trying to cover it up to make sure you're like the good guy. I go, not once do I try to make myself I'm the good guy. You don't believe me? I know you watch my Facebook. I know you watch my YouTube. It's all right there. I say many times, yo, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. Yes, I cussed at her. Yes, I told her ugly she's fat. Yes, I killed her with words. I said it many times. That's called narcissist traits. That's what I told her. And then we were going into it. And then I was like, yo, I go, chill out. You guys both want to come at me and want to bicker and argue. I don't do that. I love to debate. So with that said, I'm gonna just tell you how it is, and that's it. I'm just telling story, and that's it. This I will say till the day I die, till my last dying breath, to guide people, to help people, and that's it. Yeah, go. You two can do the same thing. Guide people, help people in relationships, help people in life. If you choose to, you don't have to. But then I know your answer, traditionally speaking, you're like, no, why should I do that? Why do I care about other people? Yeah, care about yourself. That's cool. More power to you. I'm not saying you don't have to. You can, right? And so with that said, survivor, healing, almost definitely. Hey, that's cool. I tell you, everyone can say their own terminology. Healing, survivor. Me personally, as an individual, I don't say none. That's just me as an individual. Anyone can tell your story, most definitely. That's more power to you. I'm not knocking you at all. I'm just saying my side as an individual, And that's what I told them, I go, get up. Y'all mad because why? I keep talking about it. And with that said, the reason why you're mad is traditionally speaking wise, I didn't make the rules like this before you and I and all of us were born. Traditionally speaking wise, from the outside looking in, especially here in Little Mexico, the Valley, and that's to me, I was having fun with it. And I go, yo, Jada, which is my ex, yo, Jada. And I go, August. And I go, I'm Will, right? So I go, yo, Jada, what are you considered? And she said, nothing. Yo, Will, what are you considered? Nothing. I go, yo, I'll break it down. Yo, Will, Jada, you consider what? The cheater. August, we consider the homewrecker. Will, myself, I'm considered what? The victim. Nah, I don't say that. It sucks what happened. You get it done. Yes, you get it done correct, not incorrectly, but it's over, it's done with. I'm just having fun with it. That's what happened. You guys are mad about my ink, etc. But I go, if you got to be open minded when I'm saying this. Yes, it sucks that to a certain extent that I'm making us, not just you, Jada, August, all three of us, I'm making an example out of us. Yes, I am for the world. Yes, because obviously with social media, I'm gonna talk about when they find out who you are, Jada, August, who you are. Potentially people might come at you. I type of don't come at them, let them be. You think it's only us going through this damn entanglement? It's been happening before us. I'm just having fun with it. I'm just got other people to forewarn what's gonna come at you. What potentially can happen. To wake up all the emps if they're going through it, calculations to get out of it. Stop it. Do not have kids the wrong person. Yes, you can do co-parenting best dads, but every kid in this world wants to see their parents together. Boom, end of story. The only shitty part about the situation is when it's a narcissist, obviously it's gonna be better as hell. When it's traditional last stamp, potentially be better as hell because of narcissist traits. So that's how I tell both of them. Your side of town, do best as. My side of town, do best as. We gotta do for our kids, all of them, and that's it. A lot of yes, and then she was like, "Why do you care?" I was like, "Traditional answer," which I go, "I would do a TikTok about this. I need to do a TikTok about this," and which because I tell many times, I tell everybody, that's what I told her. This is the reason why I care, not for you two. You can have a zillion partners. I don't care, but the reason why I care about the situation is for our boys. Let's say you fold, he folds. Logically speaking, wise, you went body hopping, so potentially that can happen. But I told both of you, "Yeah, I'm talking to you guys. Ask any business role about this. Like, y'all did your entanglement bullshit, right?" So ask any of your friends, family, etc. that did this, that her ex is talking to us, etc. and guiding us, telling us scenarios and shit. Not many people do that. Not many people are blessed to deal with a situation like this. So with that said, this is the reason why I care. If you fold, she folds, right? Your choice. Jada, August, y'all fold. How many stepfathers does our boys got to see before you get it right? Before you figure it out? That's why I care. Not you two. August, you're a traditional amp. You're trying to fix her. Guide her, help her, fix her, give her the whole world. That's your job, right? Because we're lovers and healers. You're trying to heal her from my wounds, or what I caused, verbally, etc., which way, and then her mom's and everybody else behind it. And she does not know that she can fix herself with the new body by your side, which is you. More power to you. You could try. I told you, you and I had this conversation already. Like, I'm not being rude to you, but the reason why this TikToks bother you, etc., because obviously you know it's about you, but it's just guiding others. That's all it is. What I'm gonna say? How am I supposed to reword the situation? Why am I lying? Mask it up. Hey, up, Steph. How you doing, ma? I got 2 minutes, kids. So I'm finish it out real fast. But so with that said, that's what I told her. And that's how many others. If you as an individual, if you haven't healed 1,000, 2020 amp, and you're still going through it, it's very simple to test yourself. Healing. Oh, that's deep. No, it's once again, as them, whatever, we're lovers, healers, and overthinkers. So I've been picking out the matrix since last year, and that's why all the stuff that I say is the stuff that people need to hear, other amps need to hear, and to stab in the heart to get your attention. Not respect to people on TikTok, but a lot of people on TikTok, they sugarcoat way too much. You're gonna be okay. No respect, but you're fucked. Hard. I was there with you. But I'm gonna help you. I tell people I'm gonna guide you, hold your hand, and like I say, NF the song Mansion. If you haven't heard them, just type in Spotify, YouTube, whatever. Just type in NF and then Mansion, and then from there, listen to the song. So I took his song, his analogy, and made it my way. So the way I take it real fast is hey King Fashion, how's it going, Miss? Welcome back. But I took his analogy and like in our heads is the mansion, right? So in our heads, if after this conversation, you might you'll probably think about it, but I do it perfectly to get your attention. So yeah, for sure. Hey Kid Fashion, welcome back again. I gotta get off here in a minute or two, literally, but because I gotta go do the service call that I was supposed to do a minute ago, and I'll probably be back here at 8:00 to continue on for some new followers, etc. But anyways, in our head, imagine like a mansion, right? And so, and you're from the day that you can remember as a kid to today as we speak, anyone that touched you, beat you up, your parents, whomever, uncles, aunties, your teacher said, you're not gonna make it life. Anyone that was negative to you in your head, remember, it's all written in our heads. As how you say kids are sponges, so is as us adults, we're sponges also. Anyone that hurts you, it's in our heads. It's already engraved. Now we have to figure out how to deal with it, how to get out of our heads, right? But literally, you can't get out of your head. But with that said, if you treat your head like a mansion, remember, pain, right? So pain hurts, yes. Toxic love hurts 1,000, but love's pure. Love can't hurt. It's highly impossible, right? So with that said, in your head, all the doors of pain are wide open. No matter if it's 0, 1,000, or 10,000. I'm not your head. I don't know you as an individual. It's still in my head, friend. Oh, okay, passion. No, it's a process, but I tell people I'll guide you every which way. So because I tell have let go 88 days, because this is how I figured out because I dealt with my pain, my mansion, and so the way was like I tell people was since our heads are, if you don't believe me, I tell people it's really simple. When you lay at bed, if your head's still scattered, thinking about everything, the past, tomorrow, you can't sleep right away, it's because you're still going through it. I'm healing and it's still hard. Oh yeah, no, okay, passion, we missed. Yeah, no. The healing process is very painful and it can be getting lonely and it can be tiresome. Our heads are just a broken record of trying to fix of the past in our head to make the world beautiful, and it's very, very hard. I still talk to my narc. Ooh, snap. Miss, that makes it difficult because that's not only spelling I said, but it can potentially be trauma bonding. If you have kids, understandable. But you try to do co-parenting best as with the kids. If there is no kids involved and you still speaking to your narc, you'll hear there's a lot on TikTok that's considered trauma bonding because you haven't let it go. And I know it hurts. It's because the history. You can't get time back. Oh, no kids? Okay. So with that said, it's everyone has their own ways, right? So with that said, a lot of people will tell you, block them every which way, disregard it. It's just very, very difficult because once again, history is there. History is there, and then if you're not around them, what happens? The loneliness. You're used to being. That's what my girlfriend now tells me on here. Like she asked many times, like, do you feel different? Like, well, she has the right to. I tell you, ask whatever you want. I'm not a virgin, right? Because she used to majority of your life, like you said, 12 with one, 7 years with the other. Then you had 2 girlfriends that were toxic and one that was good, a square, aka empath. You're used to toxic relationships. You don't think in your head like you potentially might get up and leave because you're used to toxic relationships, being yelled at, mistreated, etc. That you might go back to that because that's what you need in life. And I was like, no, I'm good. I'm very blessed. I love this. This is I'm myself 1,000. I'm not changing the way I speak. I speak my Spanish the way I speak. I carry the way I carry myself, and that's it. I'm not changing for nobody. A lot of us that go in relationships, toxic relationships, be empaths or narcs, tradition, hurt, lost empaths, we change our ways. We adapt to the situation to keep our partners pleased. That's a no-no. You gotta please yourself first 1,000 before anybody else. Praise God. Oh yeah, 1,000 was definitely. That's why they say. In the 3D world, light workers. That's what they say. I'm considered, etc. Light workers are the angels of God, etc. And that's where we're speaking. We're speaking to help other M's to wake up, to go to the awakening, and figure it out, so they get through it faster. Yes, that's what my boyfriend says. Yes, we do. I've been there, but not anymore. That's awesome. Okay, passion. And healing, as far as you said what your boyfriend says. Ooh, snap. I lost any thought. I apologize. As far as, can you please type on your comment? Because I'll be talking. Sometimes I just lose train of thought. It's just hard to cut him completely off by blocking him. Okay, so here's the kicker. So you can block him, right? But the downfall about blocking a person, it's very, very hard. Because you didn't have the itch, the urge. Because what do you want to do? Especially on social media. What are they doing? Who are they talking to? What are they liking? You want to know what's going on in their life. And that's the very beginning. Once again, if you don't have a support team, it's going to be very difficult because it's just you. Trust me, I tell people, you can try. You can try. I did it 5.5 years with my brother to finally let go of my first narcissist baby mom, 1,000. And that's 5.5 years of my life wasted. I can't get back. I could have potentially been in a lot of good relations, but I did it because why? I still love, but it was a love. I still had toxic love from my ex. That's her pay to God that she would change. Narcissists can't change. It's highly impossible. I don't look. That's good. Yeah, no, just avoid it best as. Afraid I'm gonna leave because I'm used to being in toxic relationships. Oh, okay. On that note, yes. No, it's which they have the right to say. Remember, think about it really, really good. That's me personally. What I believe is this, and I did it personally wise, and that's why I say what I say is because you have to fall. This is my belief. You have to fall back and learn how to love yourself 1,000, mind, body, heart, and soul, and self-love 1,000 before you can love anybody else in the world. Before your kids, your parents, anybody, because we can have love for them, but if we're still struggling with our heads, we're not 1,000. We're 500, 400, 700. We're still scattered. We're still trying to figure it out. And if you don't believe me, here's the kicker. As narcissists, they already know they're Oscar-nominated actors in the world. But as empaths, traditional, hurt, or lost empaths, what do we do? In the mornings we wake up, right, or nights, whatever shift you live in this world, you wake up and you're going through your emotions. Be it because exes, be it because you're dealing with your traditional lost or empath, or whatever, drugs, alcohol, etc. So we lie to ourselves and we say we're good, we're okay. But what do? In the morning we wake up, we put our mask on, the mask of smiles. I did it. Oh, no one believed I was like, man, you're taking it pretty good. And I just be like, yeah, I'm good. Because I'm verbally saying it. But mentally, I'm like, I'm crying, I'm dying inside. But that at nighttime with my breaks or at night when I get home, I get away from the kids. It's time for myself. Take the mask off. Ball, cry like a bitch, die the hell out. Why? Because we're lying to ourselves, and that's a no-no. But when we think not no, we can fix it by ourselves because no one knows our pain, no one knows what we're going through. That's when it hurts bad, you know. But that's what I tell you, I'm here for you best, and I got you. I just don't go on there at all. I have no desire to. That's good, K. Patrick, most definitely. I got how you feel, but then been there, but not anymore. That's awesome. That's so true. Yes, the mask. Oh yeah, I call it the mask of smiles, which I will do a TikTok about that because everyone does it. Everyone does it. That's how I tell people because a lot of people will be honest to realize I'm good. We can all say we're good, but are you good? And I tell people simple test when you go to sleep. You don't believe me? Yo, when you go to sleep, that's when you know if you're really fully healed 1,000 or you're still going through it. Because if your head and train of thought scattered, if you're taking half an hour, 2 hours, to go to sleep because your head's everywhere. And what do we say? I wish my head I could just have like a break or a light switch, just turn it off. Every in the morning, turn it back on and continue on with that, deal with my problems then, I just feel like if we say they can't change, we put limits on God. Am I wrong to feel that way? No, you're not wrong to feel that way. But so here's the kicker. So like, I didn't make the rules for life. Like this whole no, you don't have to believe what I'm saying. You can call me crazy. I'll be crazy, but I sleep good 1,000. I wake up good 1,000 with no reason in the world. I'm very, very blessed. And everybody can have the same feeling when they go to the awakening. I'm just trying to help and guide you to not go, I'm dead, I'm alive, but I'm dead awakening, which is that narcissist destroys you, or the tradition of her last stamp, which I can speak on, destroys you, because that's the worst pain in the world, and it's a hard to deal with, So with that said, like, I didn't make the rules, the matrix, that's, empath, all you have in this world is empath narcissist, that's all you have. You have nationalities, that's cool, religions, tradition, that's totally cool, most definitely, but look around you. What are you as an individual? Are you empath or narcissist? When you figure out what you are as an individual, then you have to look around you, surrounding you. What's your mom? What's your dad? What's your kiddos? With kiddos, you're teaching your guy, but if they're older, teenagers, they ain't dumb. They know right from wrong. They all the answers to life on their pockets, right? I'm talking to you on this right now. So with that said, you have to figure out your surroundings. Who's an empath? Who's a narcissist? But with that said, you have to make sure they're a narcissist 1,000, not 500. Not I think they are. Not think is not knowing. So if you think more likely they're not, they just have narcissist traits. You just got to avoid that situation with them, When they ban my life, it makes me depressed and sad, and it's my therapy. I appreciate you. Definitely an empath. Sorry, I speak fast. I'm trying to slow down. But yeah, no, it's sorry, keep fashion. No, it's once again, first and foremost, TikTok it's backwards every which way. If you speak positive or you do positive things for the most part, and you try to go by guidelines, you still get banned because either some trolls will get bitter about it. And it's pretty much retarded. But on here-wise, like all platforms, put the Wi-Fi. It's already on. It's not. Let me try again. Sorry, guys. 2 seconds. There it is. Make sure they didn't unplug if it's off. Yeah? Oh, no, it's on. There you go. When they ban my life, I appreciate all your blah, blah. It's okay, exactly. It's irritating. Okay, so sorry, I got the head for a second. But with that said, totally got trolled in my comments today. It's so annoying. Empath Warrior. Yeah, sorry about that. No, it's TikTok does ghosting most definitely, and it does get bothersome. K Passion, as far as you, Miss, I tell people, everybody, this is our therapy. Like, yeah, I'm over it, but I love it. I tell people, it's our therapy. You tell your story. Don't hold back. You already know your ex is gonna, ex-narc or traditional last time to come at you. Like, you still talking about me? Or you making me look bad? No. You cheated. You did wrong. You made yourself look bad because it's premeditated. You better know what you're gonna do. And with that said, just admit to your wrongdoings and you're good. Nobody's perfect in this world. Far from that. Hey, Ivana, how you doing again, miss? But with that said, no, nobody's far from. We're all far from proof, but when you get it and you go through your awakening, you'll figure it out. And for the most part, you become more humble with yourself. and that's it. You just strictly keep positive people around you. That's what I do. That's what I did. I pushed all energy and vampires and narcs away 1,000, and I expect that people come at you, your family, your friends, and be like, "What? Or you're mean? Or you're being mean?" Let them say you're mean. I tell people, you stand your ground, stay very firm. K-Pass, you don't have to do that. Thanks a million, but I tell everybody, you don't have to give me nothing. I'm here to support you guys every which way and guide people every which way 1,000. But hey, Ronnie, how you doing, Miss? How's it doing again? But oh, thanks, Miss. I'm glad to hear. Oh, likewise, I'm glad that anyone that jumps in my life. I'm a little guy, I'm a very little guy. It's not for clout, not for acknowledgement. In due time, potentially will grow a little more. But that's why I just keep doing my TikToks. I need to catch up. I gotta do like a lot of stitches, like 20, 30 stitches, and then do my TikToks. I have to do Shaun of the Dead. I gotta do like he asked me about my ink, so I gotta do 3 parts more to explain the ink, all the ink that I have. So I have like here I have the way like this is my first baby mom. Straight narcissist taught me this. The way you meet somebody is the way you lose somebody. That's an awesome analogy or metaphor because think about it really good. If you met your part, like my first experience, both my baby moms, I met them talking to other people. They chose me, so I lost them talking to other people. That's why I phone, social media, third party, Jada, August, entanglement. So that's why that's why I had fun with the situation. That's why I have all this. Everyone calls it crazy. I'd be crazy, but I'm just having fun in life. I'm blessed, and that's everyone's like, you strong. Like I've always been strong. I'm just better now. So I'm very, very good on that note. And that's why on this one I have which at the time when I got it done, I was still going through it, but it's love is good when it's good, but when it's bad, it's bad. So remember that love can't be bad. It's highly impossible. Toxic love can be bad. Pain can be bad because that hurts, but love is very pure. But you see the reason why I got once again, it actually fights itself a little bit or a lot of it. So when I say love is good when it's good, but when it's bad, it's bad. If anyone can answer this, let me know. How can love be bad? Your body tells your story. Healing 1,000. No, as I say, it's I don't brag. I'm not saying like my ex would tell me in Spanish, she'd be like, you know everything in the world, Mr. Know It All. Like, and I would say, nah, I tell her, I'll take that. This talk, oh yeah, I would definitely take that every which way. And that's why, yes, you and the whole world can call me crazy. I don't care. I'm just telling the story and I'm having fun with it. Because we're not the only one dealing with entanglements. We're not doing the whole phone social media. Because nowadays, you can have a zillion boyfriend, girlfriends on here. You can have like cyber girlfriends and boyfriends, do whatever, families you want to, you choose to, right? Because a lot of people, they don't, nowadays for the most part, they don't care what age category you are. They don't verbalize, they socialize on this damn thing. If you use a phone, it's just a phone. You use it correctly, take pictures, etc. Chop it up with people too. Using it correctly. If you use it incorrectly, what are you doing? You're trying to look for the entanglement. If you're running, it's cool to talk to other people to a certain extent about your problems with your ex or your current partner, etc. If that person you speak to, which is a C3C party, if they keep it humble. I've talked to so many people about the relationship, etc. Or if they're in it, or if they're over it, cool. Help them which way. But if they're in it, I just tell them I'm gonna guide you and I'll give you my my knowledge, etc. And there's some females, obviously, because you're emotionally down, you're emotionally vulnerable. What's gonna happen to you? You potentially catch feelings for me. And I tell them, hey, I'm helping you and guiding you. You still gotta deal with your boyfriend, your husband. I go if I wanted to. I tell them if I wanted to, I can pass boundaries with you. I can drop the if lines. They'd be like, what's the if lines? Everything you just told me that he's doing incorrectly, I would drop it on you. If he was with me, TOC, we'll do TOC every day. If he was with me, we'll go to the park. If he was with me, I'll give you the world. If. And I'm going to tell you everything you would love to hear from your husband, boyfriend's mouth, but it's coming out of my mouth. Through the text, verbalizing through a video chat, etc. And now you said you're emotionally down, you're going to start catching feelings for I. If I choose to, I can pass boundaries and roll with you and do the whole Jada August entanglement. But that's in a crash and burn. Typically speaking, why it will crash and burn? Because you're defying logic. How are you supposed to? Knocking, yes, but like my criticism with my ex-wives, and I told both them, people would take it as I'm knocking on yes, but I did not create logic. Logic was before I was born. If you want to talk about the creators of logic, which I believe is Adam and Eve, because 2 people the world suffered as we speak today. So with that said, like I told him, you're the I told her, dude, you're the traditional empath. You're fiction, fiction. That's cool. More power to you. She's her. I'm the 2020 emp. Logically speaking, why 2 broken people can't fix each other? You're not broken, but you're trying to fix a broken person. You can try, just don't fold. stay solid, stay firm for the kids. Cause I already told both of them, I'm not being rude to you, but if you fold, like, yo, girl, I go, you fold or he folds, I'm gonna mop you guys up. I'll mop the crap out of you guys up. Cause I'll be like, yo, why'd you do that? I told you have to, she's, body hopping, she's going through it. She's, you're supposed to heal her, but the downfall is this, you can guide her, but it's her head, not anyone's head. But, teach more, I tell them, more power to you guys. That's it, Vine said, love can be bad if the other doesn't reciprocate love back and wasting valuable time. Oh, yeah, 1,000. Most definitely. And that's why I tell people. So when I have this, my metaphor analogy that I created, I Googled it. No one's got it sober, but I'm not the only one that's saying it's highly impossible. So with that said, when love is bad is when you're going through breakups. But it's not love, it's toxic love. I did not know that at the time. That's why I created this. But now that I know, love can't be bad. Toxic love can be bad. Because why? It hurts because you're praying to God, this person to change. And that's, you want this love for that person to be ripped out of your chest, to be ripped out of your head. Now you get over them. But I tell people, it's not a light switch. If it was, everyone would be perfect in this world. Why does narcs say everything you want to hear come back super nice, just the same? Is all that? Oh, the reason being, first and foremost, narcissists. What are they? They're the best Oscar-nominated actors in the world, 1,000. And they're gonna love bomb you. That's called love bombing. They're gonna love bomb you because that's what you want to hear from them. You need to hear that from them, and that's when they do trauma bonding. So with that said, so you have two safe houses that I created. The safe house of an amp-wise is your home, your crib, wherever. I don't care if it's an apartment, it could be a shed, it could be a tent, I don't care. Wherever your home is that you live, and that's what you call home, that's your home. So that's your safe house. So when you have a bad day at work or in this world, etc., you be like, I screwed this job. But at least when you go home, kids, partner, no kids, yourself, your dog, etc., that is your safe house. You close that door, you're good. The world could be blow up. You don't care if the world's blowing up. All you care about is making it home to your safe house. This is your peace. You're humble. And then from there, you just work on yourself. Like, okay, it was a bad day, and just pick at it, etc. And that's it. But you're at your safe house. Now, with that said, if a narcissist, but not just a narcissist, a tradition, her last time, but narcissist traits, they will do the exact same thing. If they make you your safe house, you're going to be there for the long haul. And that's why they'll love bomb you. When they break up with you, they cheat with you, they come and go. They're testing you to see how long you allow that to happen. The safe house. Like, my ex, she tried to pull that, she was like, I need more time to think about us. Even though she's still thinking about it. So when you're going through it, you do stupid shit, you say stupid shit, right? Excuse my friend, but you do stupid things. So I told her, cool. Even though I know she's smashing this dude, etc., I'm cool. I'll wait like a puppy. I'll wait. I pray to God she didn't change her ways and come back home. Obviously the time we're going through it, it's not, you don't laugh about it, but it's funny because when you after you're done, go through your awakening, like, man, I was a dumbass. But my number is 3. So my number is 3. Once again, I've said many times, my number is 3. That's my number. I probably should get that tatted on me. But with that said, I begged her 3 times. And here's the crazy talk, right? Once it's in the safe house. Because they're going to keep telling you, okay, I'm going to think about us, give us time, etc. She would tell me, once again, so that's why she can't be a narcissist. She's a hurt empath. She's telling me, just keep working on yourself. And I was changing my ways. But she thought, don't do it for me. Do it for yourself, do it for the kids, And I was, little by little. But obviously I was still having feelings for, etc. So with that said, that's why, my number is 3. So here's the kicker. When you go through a breakup, as an empath, you go through desperation. I call it this, your desperation mode. You will say you'll do whatever you can to get them back. You will give them the world. The downfall, you don't need them back, especially if the narcissist 1,000. Oh no, they'll devour you. And they'll just come back, sell you a dream, see what you want to hear, etc. And then they'll get up and leave again. If they can get up and leave, and y'all isn't taken back, you're the safe house for a narc. But once again, tradition, her last time does the exact same thing. Because that's why y'all is doing people cheat. Oh, they'll come back. The person that's numb to it, the empath that's numb to it, they're so used to that, they'll come back. They'll cheat for a little while, half a year, they'll come back. Like, you really want to be there for the rest of your life? Coming and going? Like, nah. And then you can, catch something potentially, STDs, or get pregnant again, and they're out there having other kids, and so on and so on. Like, no. You're so numb, because in your head, you just push you don't care no more. And that's toxic love. And now you're going to be there for a lot of people, a lot of our parents, grandparents, that are there for the long haul. Until they get older, they potentially change their ways. But with that said, that's why you have to push. It hurts, yes, but you got to push them away. Narcs 1,000, push them all away. a traditional last step, it hurts bad because you want them back. And like me, personally wise, my number is 3. So why I begged her 3 times. It doesn't sound stupid, but I'll say it. I begged her 3 times. That this is what I told her. I was like, come back home, right? There's be a family throw front. We'll keep working on the situation. And when you have, because she told me, no one's gonna stop me from seeing him. I'll be cool. And I told her, yo, come back, and then we'll work it out. But when you have this to go see, do your thing. Come back, shower, and come do your thing. Come back home. She told me 3 times. I asked her 3 different times like that. She said, "Do you hear what you're saying? That's insane. You're gone. Like you're really gonna do that? Come on, man." So after the 3rd time, that's when I pushed her away, and I decided for us, and I just basically kicked her out of the home. I go, "Yo, just try to come back here." And I go, "You can see the kids, but I'm just letting you know from now on, you can't stay here anymore. We're done." Like, what do you mean? You're done? Go back to live your life, and that's it. Make it work. Exactly about the love thing. Yes, I still pray for him. It's crazy. It's cool to pray for them, but if I'm gonna tell you this once again, I know you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. If they're narcissists 1,000, you pray to God all you want. God, I'm sorry, God can't fix them, and God does not fold on. If you go by rules by the Bible, He don't fold for nobody. He's by our side 24/7. We're the ones individuals to choose to steer away. Why do you think we suffer in this world with narcissists 1,000? Because we put our narcissists before God and everybody. You can go to church, you can go to church to throw the mask of smiles on, whatever, but in reality, everyone knows what's going on. You're getting cheated on. Yeah, it sucks, man. Edgar, hey, yes. Okay, Passion. Hey, Batman. You must go defeat the modem. I know. So, yeah, I really, damn. Time goes so fast on here, man. I really got to go. Yes, that is so true. I prayed for 10 years for my boyfriend, for him to change. But, yeah, to choose purity, you got to keep your mindset. Oh, yeah, no, most definitely, Ronnie. I hope I'm saying your name right, miss. But, yeah, 1,000. My first one, I prayed for 12 years. My second one now, 7 years, and it was very toxic. That's why it took me, 19 years of my life between 2 females. I won't say women, girls, because women, they're 1,000. Boys and girls, just try to figure it out. No disrespect to everybody, but that's just my terminology I use. And then, 7 kids by blood, my stepson 8. So, yeah, I figured it out finally after 30 years of my life. 18 at heart, but now I'm 40. So, yeah, 40 from the outside. Absolute dang. If I get back with him, I know I'm going to be killed, but I deal with boundaries. Oh, yeah, K Passion. Yeah, no, if they're a narcissist 1,000, I'm going to tell you now, if you're hurting now, they're going to hurt you more the second time. And if you become the safe house, you're going to be there for the long haul. You to the point, once again, you will become numb. And you're going to say what the traditional saying that males and females, they get cheated on from the narcissist 1,000. Oh, they'll be back. You don't be, you're going to live your life in this, to say, let's do 100 years, right? You live 100 years old. So you live 100 years old saying the same thing. Oh, it's every season, every year. He does that. He'll come back. You don't want to see you saying that. You deserve to be happy in life. You deserve to have a happy home. You deserve to, which all of us, not just you, all emps deserve to be happy 1,000 with no worries in the world. You can leave, your partner can leave to freaking Pluto and back, and you don't worry about them phone, social media, the party, the data, August entanglement. You don't worry none of that stuff. You blessed. That's like my example. I'm here in, Yakima, Washington. My girl's in Cali. Everyone has the right to ask me, like, how do you trust her? Like, they ask her the same thing, how do you trust them? And I type it, my response to this is, it's very simple. Why do I have my incoming? Phone, social media, party, data, August. She was in the same bed as I. Talking, that's why we missed the red flags. Before she would bicker about certain things, then she got calm and quiet. I'd take her to do my service calls. She would bitch about it. If I was longer than whatever time I say, how long you be? I'd be half an hour, whatever. And I say it's an hour. And after an hour, she'd just get up and leave. And then, cool, I'd just text her. I'll be, text me. I'll text you when you come back to pick me up. And she'd be crying about it. Instead of being bickering. Then all of a sudden, she stopped doing that. Why? Because she was premeditated. She was already talking to him. So with that said, I tell people, I don't ever worry about that. My girl and I, we don't. Because when we linked up, I tell everybody many times, no respect to anybody. I tell you, I don't need a girl in my life. I need a woman that's 2020 amp, fully healed 1,000. You're not broken. I don't want to fix nobody. I want to help and guide other amps 1,000, but I won't no respect, but I won't be no girl that's hurt. No, I'm sorry, no, because then that's, I'm very blunt and firm with my words, and you potentially might hurt you, etc. And I'm not trying to. So, and then from there, I don't want to fold on you. If I'm what are amps? What are we? If we're with you, and that's it, 1,000. We're not folding, right? We're staying firm. Even if it's toxic, we'll still be there. So with that said, I don't want to be 2020 up 1,000 and you're 500, 400. Then every time you're down, I'll help you, but it's potentially, myself or anyone can get tired of every time you're down, it'll be 1 year, you're still on them, 3 years, 4 years. and I'm wasting 4 years of my life trying to help you. You know, it's your head. I can help you hold your hand to your mansion, guide you every which way, but that doesn't happen. If I get up and leave, I'm gonna, the guilt trip potentially be on myself, because now I'm like, I know if I get up and leave you, it doesn't happen. She's gonna go back to depression, PTSD, potential drugs, alcohol, all that great jazz, because I got up and left it because I got tired of trying to help you, trying to fix you while I was with me. That's what I tell people. My believers don't do that. You know, it hurts. The loneliness sucks. Healing sucks. But it's part of the process. But you don't have to believe me. Jump into the relationship. Do body hopping. Enjoy that. In the beginning is good, and that's it. That's lust, not love. Enjoy that. TLC. Enjoy it for the time being. But to go back to square one, like your previous relationship, then that's not fun at all. It hurts. Trust me, better than that. We all have that. The whole phase, etc. The whole body hopping. Yo, don't do that. You devour yourself. And sick. Mine was an abuser and not so much cheater. Verbal abuser or physical abuser? A narcissist, more likely both. But myself, I was a verbal abuser. I don't believe in getting physical with no female. I don't have to. No respect to females at all, but you know, it's not many times male can be with a female. There's no, don't defy logic. You can prove it. There are some females that are stronger than males, but there's no, my belief, there's no point in getting caveman and getting physical about it. Just verbalize it, Oh yeah, for sure, stay strong. You got them. Definitely good 1,000 healing. Ivani Bender done that. Don't let them control, manipulate you, take your power back. I did it. Oh, Ivani most definitely. No, it's, remember that, like me personally, I like to have fun with the situation in life. So I told my first baby mom, straight narcissist, not I was told she was, but I did not take narcissist empaths to the fullest, which I should have. I was taught this in 2000, but that's why I have my square circles. I didn't take the analogy and the whole concept to the fullest, which it's all right. Lesson learned. Now I got to tell everybody else. But yeah, narcissists, the best Oscar nominee actors in the world. They will manipulate you every which way. They'll give you that in the beginning, that Romeo and Juliet love story, just to get you going. And all they want, remember, a narcissist, what? Lustful, greedy. It's all about the money, power, fame. They care about their status. They care about, the reputation. they care about the reputation. So when you start talking about your narc here, especially TikTok, if TikTok's the main platform in reality, they'll come at you. Just be ready for that. But the reason why is because they don't want to get exposed as narcissists, true narcissists, because narcissists need emps to live in this world. Without us, they can't be with another narcissist. They would devour each other because they know what they are. They know their intentions. And so that's why the narcissists, they sell us dreams and boohoo, my mom, my dad, my ex, this and that, all that sob story bullshit. And they, boom, they fish and they get in you. Once they got you, you pull, they hook you, they got you. Guess what? Long haul here, and when you're going for the long haul, when they're getting bored and tired with you, that's what they accuse you. Oh, you cheated. You're on the phone setting. You're like, I'm not cheating with nobody. You gotta, once again, you gotta prove yourself to them, and give them the phones, all this stuff, and they cut you out with your friends the way you are. All they're doing in reality, because when they start accusing you, they're doing it. But once again, narcissists 1,000, but empaths, traditional lost imps, it's the exact same thing. Gaslight you, accuse you cheating. So I told my aunt, when she was in the, oh, you're cheating. I'm like, yeah, you can check my porn. It's called computer porn. Go through my phone, give a shit. I don't need to go through your phone. But that's a red flag, but it's cool. It's done with. That's why that's why I have fun with this. Kids. If I have kids, oh yeah, I have kids. I got 7 by blood, and then my stepson number 8. Then I'm gonna fix itself. Edgar, I know. I'm about to actually she just texted me right now. I'm about to dip on it in a second. Hello. Yeah. Oh yeah. I got a squad. That's why when, you hear me saying on my TikToks, or my hashtag 50 kiddos, because I got 7 by blood. My stepson number 8, and what you call it. Yeah, that's to say 50 kiddos because we're all here on the weekends gaming it up, etc. Or if they're during the week, my ex drops them off. It's loud in here, man. It feels like 50 kids. Oh, for sure, K Passion. I think it's a case. It's probably the first letter of her name, and then she's passionate one. Okay. Yeah, I'm back. You're a good person. Oh, thanks, Kip. I'm as them. We know we're good people. We just become better people as we go through our awakening and we evolve, etc. Because the idea is not to do the same mistakes again. The idea is to do best as positive best as, and then keep only people positive best as around you. That's what I do nowadays. So I'm a lot better, most definitely. Like it's just we become potentially bad or bitter parents. Or if you have no kids, partners because our environment, our partners. Like tell her and I, our shit was toxic, but now we're cool, right? That's I tell her to tell both of them. I pray for y'all. I hope y'all make it. Well, I pray y'all make it. I like the word use hope or plans, etc. So I pray for you guys. I pray y'all make it for the boys. I just I put you through a lot, and that's why I told him, you know, I'm not being rude to you, to her wise, but yo, keep working on her. I did bad, a lot bad to her wise. This mouthpiece is vicious. She can tell you. You see my TikToks. So that's like, well, that's what I told her. That's what I tell people, you know, you gotta stab these emps in the heart a little bit. Like I told her, yo, I live in your head, your mom lives in your head, and all people hurt you. And she's like, no, you don't. Go. If I didn't, you wouldn't be saying what you're saying. You wouldn't be bitter about what I'm talking about. I'm telling a story. I used to live in your head rent free. So I go, you can tell me all the negative stuff. It don't hurt my feelings. I'm over you. That's what I thought. Like, you for leaving me. Very blessed. All this had to happen. I know in the Spanish world I'm considered crazy, and people here in the valley tell you I'm crazy. I'll be crazy. It don't hurt my feelings at all, you know? Why do we worry who they will be with next? Because the reason being on that note, if it's a narcissist 1,000, Patricia last time did the same thing. Because the reason why is because we think not know that, you know, well, and they'll potentially show it that they're gonna give the world to the next. If it's a narcissist, the next empath to be. But don't worry, that empath that they're with, if it's two narcissists, the next empath they're gonna be with, they're gonna devour them every which way 1,000. In the beginning, remember, you gotta think about your situation with them. In the beginning, it was good, and then it just gradually fell off. Especially when they laid down with you. In the beginning, boom, TLC is good because they lust, they don't love. That's why lust and love is two big different words, man. Especially when it's down to TLC. And if you know what TLC is, tender love and care, aka PG, sex intercourse. I'm just very PG about it, so I just say TLC. So with that said, after they lay down with you, you know, that's where everything changes. You don't believe me? I tell you, yo, look at your relationship with anybody in this world that you've been with. How come in the beginning it was good? Set up a love story, open the doors, roses, all that great jazz, right? Then you lay down with them and everything changes. And it gradually becomes like a job. Having TLC with them, it becomes a chore. Yeah, that's called lust, not love. And that's why, you know, if you ever seen like Jersey Shore, so once again, I love analogies, I love English, I love metaphors. So they have this term they use, DTF. I'm gonna get in trouble on here, but you know, it's basically, it's very blunt. It's called down to fuck. So with that said, the guys, you know, like winning the squad, when they talk about female, like, yo, she the DTF because they know she's gonna get down, etc. So I took that analogy, etc., metaphor, and so I say us squared evidence were DTFs. We love it, we don't like it. 1,000. That's what we're loving the healers, overthinkers. Narcissists, they like it. That's why I like broken heart. They're lustful. They don't love TLC. They're lustful, and that's it. That's it. So it's on their time. That's why I call them emotional DTFs. It's on their time and their time only. So if they're having a bad day, yo, babe, let's do it. Lay me down, I'll take care of you. Nah, I'm not in the mood. But then when they're in the mood, and then you like me personally, I take, you know, I'm an emp. I take that to heart. Like, I don't party and kick it. I do no alcohol. None of the above. So TLC is my everything. Like, type of, yo, you party, kick it, drink it, high, get that buzz, all that good stuff. When you with your peoples, that's my high. That's my TLC. I love it. I don't like it. So when that's my candy. You take it from me, you play bitter about it, then I become like, what, a little kid at a candy store. Y'all become very, very bitter. So when like my ex will come to me, oh, let's do it. I go, now you want to do it? Now I'm good with you. What? I'm not doing that with you. I'm sorry, but no. It shouldn't be a chore. It shouldn't be, oh, let's do it. Text, nah. That's how you know, my ex will tell you, I'm just very blunt. Like, nah. That's how you go. The next person I be with, yo, they gotta love it and I like it. I don't need to be with no girls in my life. I need a woman, 1,000, and I'm very blessed now, every which way, and every part in and out. That's how I start, in and out, head to toe. So true, Steph. Exactly 1,000. Yes, I was both. You're right, bro. I dealt with all that. Oh, Ivana, yeah, no, you know what's going on. You're ahead of the game. It's awesome, especially being a counselor. You know that's ahead of the game, most definitely. And like I tell you and tell everybody, oh, guide people, tell your stories, and share your knowledge to the world because everyone deserves to hear it, especially amps. Yo, the world's been dying since Adam and Eve time. So I say that's why me. I don't say 20. That's everything I come out is 2020. That's why I say I'm a 2020 empath or amp, because the world died last year. Not just America, the whole world died. This zombie apocalypse. Yo, everything changed. A lot of families got tested. A lot of parents got tested. A lot of couples got tested. A lot of couples failed. Because how are you gonna be in the zombie apocalypse and y'all cheating, doing your thing? SOS, stuck on stupid. 1 plus 1 equals 3. Wrong answers, right? You're right with it. Come at you in what way? K-Passion. Oh, with the narc. Oh, snap. I mean, with his narc. There is a big lag. Oh, yeah, no. TikTok is definitely lags. My boyfriend relapsed for 4 years. Light circuits gave silent treatment. It killed him. Begged me come back. It works. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah. Blackball them. Oh yeah, they hate you, but it's all right because you do it for yourself every which way. Yes, 1,000. Good for you. How did you learn about this? You're on. Oh, yo, when I say that this is okay, it's on July 3rd of this year, you'll see I'll talk about emps, narcs, the Matrix, Neo, Agent Smith, right? So with that said, to make it seem like I'm a lot more crazy, especially in the Spanish culture. You said if they see you talk on social media, they will come at you. Okay, sorry. Okay, yeah, because it was chopped because the whole TikTok. Because TikTok servers suck. With that said, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Edgar, get off in a second. I gotta run too. But as far as social media, they'll come at you. Okay, so on this platform, right? I'm gonna just start real fast before I get going because I'll try to be at 8, potentially 8:30, but I'll do probably TikTok. But anyways, so on this platform, especially in TikTok, when you're on live, that's how I met my girl. I love her to death. We bless her which way because that TikTok love story, and she's the 1,000, I'm 1,000, all that good stuff. You know, we're fully healed. No one's fixing nobody. So with that said, when you're here on TikTok, especially when you talk about emps and narcs, etc., everyone's gonna come at you. Narcissists 1,000 to come at you because you're exposing them. Emps too, traditional lost emps, their narcissist traits will come at you. Because once again, I tell people, yo, if you don't know what an empath or narcissist is, that's your flaw, not knowing. Your parents, etc. Just checking up with my bro. Was definitely brother. Hey, yeah, 1,000. No, thanks, Edgar. I know I can talk forever, but with that said, you gotta be cautious, you know, and that's why, especially I tell a lot of females on here when you go on live, like me, you know, I'm not bragging. When I was out doing my live, females come DM me, etc. I would guide them, etc. Amps, narcs, and then the relationship, etc. And give me advice, and then they were talking about their situations, right? And with that said, you know, they would start digging me, and they, you know, they would like to get. I tell them, you can get to know me. You can ask me whatever you like. I'm not original. I will tell you whatever about me. But I'm just letting you know. I can tell you catch your feelings. Please don't pass no boundaries. You know, respect to you at all, but you're still healing. You're still hurt. I might be rude to you, but I'm not gonna be nobody in my life that's broken. I already did that. If I want to do that with you, I might as well go back with my ex. I know we're in and out. Why am I learning about you and then deal with the same thing? And it's gonna become toxic. I promise you. I didn't make the rules. It just will. And someone would get offended, some wouldn't, and they'd be like, "Thanks for doing that." You know, thanks for. I go, "No, I'm just trying to guide you. That's it." You know. And with that said, I tell people. So especially when people out here go through breakups, you know, that's why I love TikTok. That's why I'm here on TikTok. Before TikTok, I actually got here last year, September 1st, right? So I was on Facebook and IG. I was talking about this, but you know, Facebook world, IG world is not really a subject to talk about. Not really get to know about, you know. So when as adults, right, we see TikToks, we see our kids. I just thought, yo, it's a kids app. They're dancing, doing the thing, etc. Right? But when I jumped on here, the first thing I did, search. I just typed in narcissist. Boom, the whole world's dying. Yeah, you know, teenagers, you know, my kids, young, etc. Adults, males, females, bawling, crying, dying. You know, I'm like, and me, I'm just like, yo, this finally a platform that speaks my tongue. Hell yeah, I could potentially do a difference. My idea, like I said in the beginning, as long as I have one person, that's it. Got one person, that's it. I'm blessed with that. But I hear at least on TikTok, people can understand me more because they're talking about this very, very freely. On Facebook, I don't do Facebook anymore. Oh, yeah, I honestly, so I have Facebook, I have IG, I have Twitter, but everything's uploaded from my TikTok. All my videos, my TikToks. I rarely make a post as me making a post in general on Facebook, IG, or Twitter. Everything's just TikTok life. Everyone's like, yo, you're not on Facebook? Nah. I TikTok life all day, every day. It's easy, man, because I can just upload it, share it, etc., and so on and so on, you know? But, oh, I apologize. He's just gonna let us know when he has to go. I don't blame you. Oh yeah, sorry guys. Right, so many of us. Oh yeah, so with that said, like when you go live, right? Yeah, okay, so first and foremost, even before you can go live, if you're making on here on TikTok about your relationship, your breakup, etc. If you're barely going through freshy wise, obviously a narcissist 1,000 is gonna come at you, say the romance you, love story, love bombing you, all that beautiful stuff, right? That's their job. 1,000 can't be fixed. But with that said, you have to be cautious with emps, traditional lost emps, but narcissist traits, they will do the exact same thing. Love bomb you, sell your dreams. What I tell these females, yo, you don't believe me? Look at your TikToks, you make a post on here, right? And look at other TikTokers that you follow on here as a followers. And if they're females, or it happens to males, but not really. Mainly females. Because females, you know, when I say you have more to offer as far as body wise, right? So if you're flaunting your body more, or if you're emotionally down, Narcs 1,000 to come out, hey beautiful, hey mama, I'll give you the world. They're love bombing you. They're hyping you up. But you're emotionally down. So obviously you want to hear that. You want to be, someone loves me. Someone was giving me the world, and I'll treat you better than he did. You're hearing everything you would love to hear from your ex, but it's not your ex. You don't need them in reality in your life. It's from a new person. So potentially you might go for it because you're emotionally down. And if no one guides you with empathy and narcissist, what are you gonna do? Body hopping. Because then it pick you up when you're down. That's amp. No matter what, 1,000. That's our job. We're lovers and healers, overthinkers. But the downfall, once again, the tradition hurt, lost there. When narcissist traits 1,000, gonna put you the long haul. I can speak on my ex. That she's a hurt amp. I'm a 2020. My categories are created. With that said, I didn't ever have to worry about that. That's why I got others, and that's why some. Notice when I see them females, I'll say it many times, but which I will do a TikTok about because I've been called out by these females before. They talk about narcissists, they talk about many narcissists. It's cool to talk about narcissists, but don't focus too much about narcissists. Learn about empathists, because they call it dark empath, which is a very vague term. I say, tradition hurt loss with narcissist traits. That's a more open-minded terms, and you can understand where they're coming from. And I gotta tell you, I got TikToks about it. But with that said, they will pick you up when you're down, most definitely. But you could potentially go through a long haul. And like I say a million times, you gotta fall back, man. It sucks and it hurts, yes. Being by yourself and lonely, it sucks. But if you have a support team like I did, it sucks, but it doesn't suck as hard because you can always call them, DM, text them, video chat with them. I was very blessed, and I tell people, I'm here for you in the whole world, every which way. I will guide you every which way. We can video chat, IG, Facebook, whatever. Do a Zoom meeting. I'm cool with that. I love doing Zoom meeting because then now it's the real deal. You don't hold back without getting regulated, And I need to do with the squad pretty soon, a Zoom meeting again. But with that said, you're not regulated. You just ask about a subject. Let's just chop it up, have fun. I'm very open minded. That's why I tell people I've done a lot, I've been through a lot, etc. And then which I need to take that about. So don't you fall back and work on yourself for sure. I help and guide you every which way because you gotta work on your mansion, your head. All the doors are pinned wide open. You gotta learn how to close each door. Not all of them. You have to do one door at a time. Forgive, not forget. Don't hold a grudge. Just don't like the way it did to you. If you can close that one door of pain, the idea is you don't ever have to worry about opening that door again because you know what's behind that door. You know all the pain in that behind that door. So you don't have the itch. You close it, cool. One door down. I don't know how many you have in your head to go, But the idea, I tell people in your head, your mansion, all the doors are wide open, right? So imagine yourself going down the hallway and all those doors are painted wide open. So with that said, go through each door. Do what I said. Forgive, not forget. Don't hold a grudge. Just don't like the way you did to you, etc. And then eventually the idea is to reach the exit door, which I call mine was like, my analogy was 18-year-old virgin again, free. You go through it, you're done. you made it. That's why they call the awakening. And from there was, you're 18. I can't be a virgin. I got 8 kids. I can't. Highly impossible. So with that said, but I feel like an 18-year-old virgin again, an 18-year-old person or a virgin at 39 years old because now I figure life out. I'm very blessed. I like being myself. Oh, sorry. Mine didn't have anything. He bought a car and told me he changed since he got a car. He feels better. Don't worry about it, miss at all. I like being myself. Oh yeah, no, wait, keep passion. Be yourself 1,000. You don't. We all do it in the beginning, not knowing, but we change ourselves for our partners. Don't do that. Try to heal yourself first, and then the idea next time if you get in a relationship, once again, my advice to you in the whole world, just you come first, love yourself 1,000, mind, body, heart, soul, self-love 1,000, work in your mansion, and let go of all your pain, toxic love, trauma, and child trauma 1,000. If you do all that, then you go you go to the awakening. You're finally free. You're like, yo, I don't like my time. It sounds crazy. Me personally, I don't dream no more. Power naps, I do have small dreams, but like when I go to sleep, now I'm dead. I don't remember what happens. Sometimes I have to think like, like my girl, we talked to her and video chatting with her, or I gave it up, or tell my buddy, I just pass out on them. But I don't remember nothing. I don't dream. It doesn't bother me. He is good at what he does. Narcs 1,000, they're beasts at what they do, but you got to give them that. But the idea is this: like, it's not a game, but it's to beat them to get to get the upper hand and get ahead of them, and then discard them. That's me. I say I'm a 2020 amp. I said it many times. I've discarded every amp every narc 1,000. If I know for a fact 1,000 in your circle, You know, a circle of 1,000. I don't care for you. I don't hear your sob stories. I don't hear your child. I don't care. If you want to come at me, oh, my kid's sick, my mom's sick, because they will pull that. They will bring family and friends. You know, oh, I lost my job, and I'm who's your job? Who's your job? Who's your manager? Let me call them and verify. You know, I don't want to speak to you. I want to speak to your boss. I don't want to speak to your kid. I want to speak to the moms, your grandmother, whoever's hurt. I want to speak to everybody you just mentioned, but you. I'm not giving you $1. I'm not giving you my time. I'll speak to them and we'll figure it out from them, you know? How do you know the difference between true MPD or narcissist traits? Because it is a difference. Oh yeah, no. So true MPD, which is obviously narcissist 1,000, they're 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 evil people, man. They're gone. It's they can't be fixed, and they're fighting themselves 1,000. And so with that said, that a true MPD or a true narcissist 1,000, they're lost causes. They're you can talk to the people around you about that individual, like how were they, because the people will talk. Oh yeah, that person, they're crazy, you know. Or and then if you speak to all the exes, were they with the body hopping, they had to mistreat, how they mistreat you, verbally abuse you, physically abuse you. Talk to people, investigate. But MP, true narcissists 1,000 circles can't be fixed. They're the best actors in the world because remember, every person they lay down with, every person they're with, they take the positive traits, the wording, the way they dress, their stilo, anything. They're leeches. They try to become us, but they can't be us. They're trying to be empath, but they can't be. That's how someone would say, oh, narcissists don't have empathy. No, narcissists have empathy. They can cry, they can put on an act, but they can't be an empath. They're not lovers or healers, they're destroyers, they're leeches. That's a major, major difference. Now, as far as narcissist traits, that's us. Emps. Traditional hurt, lost emps with narcissist traits. We love bomb, gaslight. I need my space to think about us. I'm cheating already, been cheating on all this, but I need my space. See? Narcissist traits. But they don't do it because they don't do it purpose because they want to. Because they don't know what they are. And with that said, they think, not know they can fix themselves with anybody by their side. A flaw, that's a negative. But you can try. I told my ex and him, yo, more power to you. Anyone I talk to on TikTok, these are females. So we're gonna fail. Go logically speaking wise. If you didn't take time to fully fall back and fully heal yourself 1,000, potentially more likely so you will fail. If not, it'll be a very long relationship, potentially toxic. Because whoever is higher than the other is not a competition, but whoever's more healed than the other took time at least. They didn't just like I could have tell everybody. I did my whole phase in Seattle, body hopping quite a bit, but I did benefits. A lot of people do traditional player shit. One night stands. No, I'm your friend. We're doing our thing, and that's it. And is it wrong? Yes, it is wrong. Common sense is wrong, but at least I didn't do. No matter what's wrong, because I'm body hopping, etc. I'm doing benefits with a lot of females, and they were cool with it, etc. And it was wrong, yes, but what are we doing? We're filling a void we can't get from our ex partners. We get treated way better than a partner, but we can't get it. It's not love, but the time being we thought it was love. So love, you can't get rid of for the exes at all. It's not a light switch. If it was a light switch, we can all have way better lives. We can get over all this trauma, stock, etc. Right? But it's not. So yeah, that's why the traditional lost them. They will do the exact same thing until they go through the awakening, or they jump on TikTok and they start seeing people's stories and hearing about emps and narcs. They can vibe because they be like, well, is that why I'm nice? Is that why I always get done dirty? I'm always cool with everybody, but they always do me dirty. Yeah, you're more like your empath. But what are you? You're traditional, or you're hurt, or you're lost. If you're 2020, yo, you're already vibing with what I'm saying. That's why me personally, when I say the stuff that I say, and I tell people, yo, when I do my TikToks or go live, there's no way in the world I'm the only person that's saying this in the world. I don't care what nationality, what tongue you speak. And I tell other, yo, all you 2020 M's out there that no, yo, you been knowing what I'm saying? Why don't you open your mouth? Why you stay quiet about it? Why did you make us suffer? Share your notes, man. That's what bothers me, honestly. But I'm doing better now because now I just keep saying what I'm saying. Eventually, the rest of them will come out. Good for you. I'm a work in progress. Healing. Oh yeah, most definitely. Hey, I got you every which way. And baby steps. I tell people, baby steps, day by day. Don't give up. Just keep working on yourself. I'm here for you in the world best as. I tell you, DM me. I tell everybody, you can video chat, call, text, video chat on IG, Facebook. My girl, she's an Irish, hella open-minded wise, and she don't trip out talk to anybody because I'm not passing boundaries. I'm just here to guide, and that's it. Hey, duties, how you doing, miss? How's it going? How you feeling today? I'm asking. How's the week going overall? I am, but I'm a lot further ahead than I used to be. That's good, K Passion. That's to say, just baby steps, day by day. It's can't save the world in one day. We can't build the world in one day. We're just working ourselves. Remember, because we got to work ourselves first 1,000, and from there, why it's just progress slowly. And once again, I'm gonna say a million times, you have a support team. It's a lot easier. You're more blessed because you can call, DM, video chat, text, vent, whatever. Your head is your worst enemy, man. You bottle it up inside. What's gonna happen? Potentially, you're gonna have what? Mental breakdown, anxiety attacks. Emotional breakdowns. I tell you, we all did that. That's very unhealthy. Your head is your worst enemy. 1,000. That's how people vent. If you don't have people vent, say, yo, what do you got? You got this phone, right? But I did. If you don't believe me, that's why I did my YouTube channel. I share my bio. I did video blogs of myself. I talk, what's up, and etc. And I tell people I have audio blogs of myself. I tell people, yo, I hear me cry like a bitch last year. I listened to it, I be laughing like, damn, I was dying bad. I was hurting hella bad, hella bad. But it's cool because we got to go through it to figure it out. Hello, yep. He cries a lot. It can make you crazy. Oh, 1,000. Besides physical, if you are not careful, it can make you crazy. Oh no, it can't, because the reason why it'll make you crazy is because since we're overthinkers, we're just picking at it so much, and then it just pushes us to limits. And especially you ball it in. If you're not speaking your mind, whatever your head's thinking, then it's gonna devour you. And especially if you worry about what your ex is doing, it's gonna devour you. And if you're body hopping, it's like I'm gonna tell you, like my people told me, my 10 M's that helped me do let go 88 days, because they're like, yo, it's hard. I know it's hard, easier said than done, but you don't need her by your side. She could be with him or 1,000 guys. It doesn't matter. She can party, kick it, do whatever. It doesn't matter. You need to try to focus on yourself and the kids. I know being a single dad with 8 kids can be hella hard. It's hard. Hell yeah. The more kids you have, really hard, most definitely. But you can do it. You got me. You got the whole squad. You said you have 10, right? 10 of us. Yeah, you're blessed. When I was going through this, I only had like 3 or 4. That's awesome. And that's why I'm blessed. And that's why I'm talking to you guys. Take care, love. Thank you for the expertise. Oh, yeah. Keep asking. What's up, Ethan? Take care. Be safe. Always good to see you. Oh, hey, duties. Doing good. Man, for real. Oh, hey, this number's definitely. I'm about to get off in a minute because I'm way past my time. But at 7:30, I got to get off. I'm probably back here at 8:30, maybe 9-ish, because I'm way past my time. Then I got to go do that service call. But yeah, no, it's, I know, hey, duties, I know you miss you going through it right now. And, you're mad, young, most definitely. Like this, my TikToks I post, my comments I DM you or anybody, or doing your TikToks, or do my lives about the stuff that I say is the stuff that I was told from my 10 amps when I was going through last year, and then my personal notes. That's why, like, for example, like, your TikTok, how you're, and yours or anyone's, trust me, like, you'll bump into a lot of my TikTok posts or comments that I do on, like, yourself, duties, and other females. Mainly females go through it too, but no, it's gonna sound like somewhat sexist, kind of like, with dudes wise, we could be manipulators, for sure, narcissists 1,000, but once again, a traditional last time also. So I would have to like chop it up personally more with them, verbalize more with them to actually see if they're a true empath or her traditional lost empath. But a lot of them, like in the Spanish culture and machistas, they throw in the mask, they throw in, that they're going through it. And I'd be like, I've dealt with like about 5-6 couples on here that I didn't know that I was talking to their ex. And they're telling me the story, and I'm talking to them, etc. And then it's come to find out, and then be like, oh, they're here on TikTok. And I'll be, oh, what's their name? And typically the female tell me the male's name, and I'll be, oh, I'm already found him. I go, oh, but he's crying too, but you're crying. But, your story sounds more accurate. So we should be good now. You should be able to hear me. Sorry, that's my customer. I got 6 minutes. I'm like an hour behind, so I got to get going in a minute. But with that said, like I tell you, I dropped, I think like 24, 26 messages on, like I did it on duties TikToks. I don't want her post wise, because like all those comments that I put on yours and anybody else's, you'll see me a lot on here, especially with the female crying. I just drop it on them because that's the stuff you need to hear today, not tomorrow, so you can go through, to get your attention. Because that's the stuff that I would tell myself, that as I say, when I was dying, I was just writing my notes. I have like I need to do more TikToks about it, but I have a lot of notes on my laptop and a lot of mental notes, etc. Because I'm over it, been done with it. 1,000. That's why I say, I don't go by tradition. Traditional answer is 100. With that said, I'm gonna do a TikTok about it, because everyone's like, why do you say 1,000? Why not 100? I go, because I don't believe in tradition anymore. How many people in this world, and I don't care what age category you are as we speak today, how many people tell you I'm gonna give you 100? People give you 100 and they still do you dirty. They still cheat on you. They still, you better borrow money. They fold. They don't pay. They dodge you, etc. It could be your friend's family, etc. They give you 100, right? But tell me, nah, give me. I need 1,000. Your story, your testimony. Oh yeah, thanks, dude. It is like, I'm just telling a story. Like a lot of people with breakups and emps and narcs, the exes will take it as, wrongly because you're talking about them, exposing them, but they use the word defaming them. But like I tell my ex, anytime anybody, if y'all cheated, you did it incorrect, not correctly, that you defame yourself by cheating. It was premeditated. So no, I didn't. I'm just telling a story. I tell people I'm not a survivor. I'm not a victim. I've been, verbally abused, which obviously I was a verbal abuser also. I've been physically abused by females. Don't hit back, then they already know I can hit him, but he won't touch me, So I've dealt with that. I've been chased with my first baby mom, Narcissus 1,000. Chased with boiling water. Hit with a skillet in my head a couple times. Punched, chased with a knife, slept behind the door. Yeah, all that crazy stuff. But with that said, traditional last times they can do the exact same thing. They can beat you up. They can, female. I've been with my ex. No, recent wise, I've been punched going on the freeway, which is crazy. Like, yo, why would you want to punch anyone while they're driving the freeway? If you knock them out, what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna tuck and roll. Like, it happens like 3 times. I'm like, girl, you got mad issues. And I know words are vicious, but where in your mind do you think it's a positive thing or a right thing to do? Punch somebody while driving the freeway? Yeah, no. Lucky, I didn't black out because I probably wouldn't be here talking to you right now. So with that said, I tell you, I'm just here to tell a story, and that's it. Help and guide other imps. You got 3 minutes, kids, and I definitely gotta get off, but I'll be back on like in probably an hour or so. I'm glad you are out of that. You're blessed. Remember that. Oh, thanks, dude. 1,000 minutes. Definitely. Hey, Miss Smart One, how you doing? No, but definitely like I'm just here to tell the story and guide other imps. And for the most part, that's why a lot of females, my followers are many females, like Shaun, also Shaun, son of the dad, because you don't really hear, for the most part, you don't really hear males talk about this. For the most part, typically a female is the empath, male narcissist, but obviously I'm talking to you. Oh, what up, Andrew? Hey, everyone, grabbing tag. Andrew here. He's another 2016 emp. He tells his story, etc. He does good. Also, he's awesome peoples. And I tell you, you don't hear a lot of males talk about this. That's why a lot of us males that are emps tell a story. We get a lot of female followers, etc. And so on and so on. That's why they'll be like, yo, you're saying what I'm saying or what I'm going through. We're males. We go through it too also, and it sucks. It hurts. Yes, most definitely, but once you figure it out, now you just got to put the piece of life together and just go through your awakening and just guide other imps. That's it. Like me, I tell, yo, Nars, 1,000, I don't care about you. I discard you. You discard us? You did it for so long, 39 years of my life, now I discard you 1,000. I don't worry about you at all, So, and that's the idea. So, but with that said, traditional last imps will come at you like, oh, you're mean. That's wrong. People deserve second chances. And I'll be like, yeah, that is correct. Traditional answer to this is the same, most definitely. But that's more for, but I tell, yo, narcissist, yo, go for it. I'm a 2020 amp. So with that said, do what a tradition, hurt, and last times do. Go where lovers the healers, right? Overthinkers. So go save them, take care of them, go be with them. And when they're done with you, they chew you up and they take all the positive traits from you. So because now they're gonna use your positive traits, your sayings, the way you dress, the way you are, etc. Then what? Then discard you. And while you're out there, you're like I was, like a lot of us, when you're on your knees crying like a bitch, I will open my popcorn up to be a dick. What's up? How'd it go? I told you. But everyone deserves a second chance, right? That's a narcissist. Give them a million chances. They're all gonna do the exact same to you a million times. So you stop being a safe house. Then you can let them go. They move on to life next to the next amp. Narcissists only survive with us amps 1,000. Without us, they can't. They have nothing. They have no purpose to live, right? Because they can't date another narcissist because they'll die. A circle cannot date a circle. Be with a circle, they'll devour each other. They know their intentions. They can't sell them a dream because they'll be like, I do the same thing. You can't do that to me. And, cool, whatever. They can smash each other, lust for a second, whatever, but they're going to continue on to an amp. So they can sell them a story, get them in, etc., and then use it for the long haul until they get to another amp. But it's just a circle narcissist, 1,000, they're robotic, very robotic. It's a broken record. They all do the exact same thing. No matter what color you are, what nationality, what tongue you speak, narcs and narc, they all do the exact same thing. With that said, you gotta be cautious with us, emps, traditional her last emps, which a lot of here people on TikTok not talk about that. Once again, the only term they use on here about emps that are potentially in the middle or lost, they use dark empath, which is very, very vague. No, that's you have traditional, hurt, and lost. Traditional typically, once again, like when you're beginning, you're a virgin. You go by the old school ways, right? And then the hurt one is what? When you get devoured by a narcissist or a traditional lost amp, now you're in your feelings. Now you're trying to figure it out. Why do you think you have so many relationships in life? You think people break up because they're bored? Nah. You think because they're bored? Nope. It's because they're hurt. They just don't know they're hurt. They were broken. They don't know they're broken. They didn't. No one told them to fall back and fully heal. You know. Now here on TikTok, people can talk about it, and that's why I love being here. But with that said, kids, I definitely gotta get off because I'm like an hour behind. Got the first customer. She called me. I didn't pick up. Then I got her sister calling me, so I definitely gotta get off. But I'll probably be back here in an hour so I can continue on with you guys. Because, I know Edgar's going to jump in like, babe, boy, that router's not going to fix itself. So I got to get out of here, kids. But it was awesome talking to you guys. Give you like an hour. So I'll be here like 8:30, 9-ish. I should be back on here. So stay fresh. Keep positive. Remember, we always come first before anybody's ruled. Oh. Hey, autism fam. How you doing? How's it going? But yeah, I tell you, remember to tell people, keep doing good. Stay positive, best as. Keep working on yourself because we come before anybody's world, Gotta learn how to yourself 1,000 again. And you will. I'll guide you which way. And any question you got, I got you. I tell you, DM me, video chat. Oh, let me back up. 2 seconds, kids. I'm bad with names, so I'll catch up. So healing, I tell you. So if you have any more questions about this, I'll be back here like roughly an hour, roughly. But if you have any more questions, you can DM me. You can video chat. We can tell you can do if you want to ever do like a Zoom meeting. I can have the squad. All of us everybody has their own input. So I talk to many other emps, traditional last emps. That that's what they call me, counselor. I'm a therapist. I just talk and we just vibe. We just ask questions. They tell me their story. I tell them my story. And just compare notes and help each other out most definitely. And we all get it. I promise you. You all go through the awakening. But I'm just trying to help other amps that are traditional hurt lost amps to go through the awakening, but not to go through the traditional way of I'm dead, I'm alive. But then that is the most painful stuff in the world. So yeah, but you can get through it once again because the more people in your squad, the faster you recover. But with that said, kid, I gotta go. So stay fresh, keep doing good. Team squares all day, every day. Team Emps 1,000. Take care. Ciao, ciao.